And we've got two things ahead of us. A meeting between Zoe and apparently one of these angelic choir, if Harry was able to secure that. And a meeting between the whole crew, minus Zoe, because they'll be occurring at the same time. And what is that noise? Sorry, and the Unbound that Eve, Nick, and Charlie convinced to give them a meeting.
Hey, they could be good black market contacts for those extra parts that I needed.
And there's a reminder from Meowkin over there. Nemesis does still have some shopping to be done.
Oh boy.
It's a little more difficult.
Well, that's just a roll from Zoe to see how long it takes. And that'll kind of determine how much of that extra shopping you can get done. Let's
Does it
do.
involve the unbound contacts that might help out?
It might. It might. Um, but it's not quite as direct as that. So, Xander, why don't you go ahead and start off with a d6 roll to see how long one of these takes. So, with it taking 6 hours to get just the first thing here, I'm going to say that. Oh, you guys had 3 days. Hmm. Zoe or Nemesis, roll me an admin in check.
Zoe, that seems like your skill.
I mean, I feel like one of us is known for using that skill more often than the other.
Oh, that's not great. Is that adequate?
That's adequate.
Okay.
I'm basically checking to see if this is if it taking 6 hours on one of these 3 days is going to chew in too much to Zoe's time doing other things, because Zoe's actually been really busy these 3 days.
I act as Zoe's secretary.
Yeah, you definitely smooth some of the process for her. So
Look, let's be real here. You're my PA.
so
Except I never
Myokin,
words.
which of those items do you want to have already gotten with this
The
first 6 hours?
the expert system would be the most important to me.
Okay, go ahead and buy that. Xander, give me another 6 hour check, or 1d6 hour check. And rolling low is better for Nemesis. Okay.
I see how it is.
Yeah,
It's not my fault.
I can only justify one more of those items from your list that Zoe
Okay.
was able to find.
The data face tab is probably more useful in general. Holoscan I could probably get elsewhere pretty easy. Whereas data phase tab is going to be a problem anywhere.
And
So yeah, we'll do the data phase tab.
was there something else that I? Oh, it was the VR suite, and Meowkin and I already talked about that. Yeah. Okay, great. All right. Have I forgotten or missed any other business that your characters have wanted to do within these 3 days? Tell me now, because when we go into these two meetings, that will be the end of these 3 days.
I was going to hunt around for, what is it, the upgraded meta tools?
The toolkits, the pre-tech toolkits.
Yes.
Yes, you are. Okay. Do you want to do this on? Do you want Charlie to do this on his own, or are you trying to utilize some of the help you may have from Eve or Nick?
I would have just done this on my own because I spent a little bit more of my free time just kind of wandering.
Okay.
And I would have used just a little bit of that time to see about hunting it down.
Okay. Um.
So just quickly, if you find multiples,
I
definitely,
got you.
definitely, Yeah, I would definitely also like one.
I got you covered, fam squad.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you find free tech tools kits, you just buy as many as you can.
Yeah, you just buy all of them.
Okay.
We have a lot of fix on this ship.
Y'all trying to get it for fix. I'm trying to get it for sneak.
So I got my expert system.
Well, you're trying to get a lockpick set, and a lockpick set is not that different from, other tool kits. What, they
So
have lathes?
The disc detainer lockpick. Clearly, it is the screwdriver of all lockpicks.
Exactly.
Nox, what kind of role do you think would, what kind of skill would you think would best represent Charlie using his growing up knowledge from years ago to find he knows that these are here. He knows that they're used. Um, unless he just wants to steal them, he's gonna have to find someone that would actually sell them. What knowledge is he using for that?
Skill wise, I would say connect.
Okay.
Character ways, I would just kind of the places that this stuff would be used would probably be around the shipyards and stuff, and I'd just kind of ask around to see if they have surplus anywhere, if somebody has some that they're willing to sell off at a profit.
Well, just to remind, from Charlie's early days here, the pre-tech toolkits were actually used for maintaining and repairing the pre-tech city infrastructure, whereas the ships themselves, that's the pre-tech tools don't offer a whole lot for shipbuilding, except for a more compact form. Like the pre-tech tools are actually required for the infrastructure.
Right.
They're technically required for everything I've been letting you guys deal with the pre-tech stuff so far, but I totally forgot about that.
Whoops.
I have made a note for myself for future runs here. But yeah, let's go ahead and get a connect, and I'll go with wisdom for you. Connect wisdom roll.
Okay. Here comes my first nat 2 roll of the night. Or a
Hey.
13, I'll take that too.
Yeah. So what we talked about was kind of the difference in tiers between the toolkits. How meta tool is the miniaturized version of any particular set of tools. The meta tool is easy to carry. It's wrist mounted, according to the description, and it's just a variety tool. It's what you would use for your general basic sneak checks. The post-tech toolkit, which is the 3 encumbrance, is supposed to be job specific. So you would have one that's for fixing engines or general mechanical stuff. You'd have one for the heavy duty not espionage, but infiltration, breaking and entering. You'd have one for I don't know, idle performance, like sound setup and all that. The types that you'll find in the city are in the city infrastructure are the engineering type, the mechanical type, and that you can find a half dozen that they say are basically just sitting in excess of at normal cost. The connect check is more for how Charlie goes about converting credits into barter that lets him actually walk away with these toolkits legally. And it was also a secondary check or an ancillary check, I don't know, to see if he could find one of these pre-tech toolkits that would actually be more specific to his skill set, to the breaking and entering skill set. And so he does. He's found a pre-tech toolkit that includes things like angle grinders and drills, but this entire kit is compacted through the magic of pre-tech into just a 1 encumbrance item he can carry. He can completely replace the meta tool with this.
Solid stuff.
And buy mechanical toolkits if he really wants to for the crew.
Yeah. How many was the planned to get?
Well,
At
I know
least 2
you've got
extra.
Nemesis,
One for me
Zoe,
and one for Zoe.
and I believe Eve now also has Fix.
I think everybody has fix. Like we should just get a toolkit for everybody.
I do not have Vix.
Eve does have fix, but she also has a pre-tech toolkit.
Yes, she does
Oh,
already
there you
have
go.
one.
Somebody
Okay.
came prepared.
Somebody
I
came
guess
from the
I
Nox.
Look for 3 of those and then 1 of the sneak kind.
Okay, go ahead and spend your 4,000 credits.
Wait, just 4,000? All right.
Aren't they only 1,000 each?
Yeah, 1,000 each.
Yeah, they're only 1,000 each, and Charlie's not experiencing any kind of inflation due to the bartering. He's able to make that about even.
I remembered them costing literally 10 times that amount, and I was still fine with it.
You're trying to. I'm sorry. You're trying to find 3 pre-tech toolkits and what?
A pre-tech toolkit kitted for sneak, so stealth stuff.
Essentially, like a pre-tech meta tool, essentially. Which is not
okay.
officially an item, but
Okay.
it makes sense as a as something.
Yeah, I still see it as a pre-tech toolkit it's got, like I said, drills and saws.
I'm kind of imagining it like almost like a sleeve that goes up your arm.
Yeah, could be.
Be easy to put under a jacket. Honestly, really, what I would think is like a pre-tech thing would be like the Omni tool for Mass Effect, but
That's what I was thinking of. Like kind of a hard light toolkit.
Hard Light's awesome.
Hard light is pretty awesome.
It is.
I'd say the thing, but Dex would get mad.
What thing?
Don't say it.
Can't say it. Dex would get mad.
That does remind me, though. Are we close to finished with the ship's locker thing?
Didn't I
We've
say
been here.
couldn't do that with from here?
No, you never. You said it would cost 25,000 credits and never followed up.
Well, I said from a place that you will need to be somewhere you can buy unspecified general items in bulk, which really isn't Kos.
Okay.
Unspecified general items.
Yeah. I mean,
all right.
I suppose you could do it here at Kos, but it would take longer.
No, we've been here for 4 sessions. I do not want to stay here a moment longer than we have to.
Wow.
9
Yeah,
more
the
sessions
wanderlust
on
is
Vacation
setting
World.
in. Yeah, this isn't the type of. This isn't a Costco planet. This is an individual items and see if they have it planet. All right. So who wants to have their meeting first? You want to meet with Manny and the Unbound crew, or you want to see what happens with Zoe?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go with Manny and the
Zoe.
Unbound.
Okay.
Yeah, whichever one floats your boat.
This one floats my boat the most.
There you go.
Boat floated.
All right, so it is the end of the 3rd day. You guys have been contacted and told where Manny and a small group of like-minded Unbound will meet you. And they do want to meet your entire crew. Like I said, Zoe is off doing other things.
Okay, and is this triggering like they're obviously undercover cops going to arrest us sense?
Do you
Because
is that a
that's
sense that you've developed?
If they're a cop, they have to tell us
Do you have that focus?
no.
Okay.
what the Spidey sense.
Unless it is eclectic knowledge.
Wait, is that
it
a
is
focus
not.
I can actually take? I'd fucking take that focus. I immediately know if they're cops.
Blue sense.
All right.
Dabba dee dabba doo.
Well,
Yes.
I'll admit this sounds sketchy as hell. Are firearms allowed down on the planet again? I thought you said no, but I can't remember.
They're not.
They're not.
Great.
I believe
Do any
there are no
from
weapons at all.
from our trips down to the planet, have they like actually checked us for that?
They have.
Okay.
It was only a visual inspection when you first arrived. So if you want to try to hide something, you certainly may try.
Yeah, sure. I'm not liking this at all. This meeting at all. Let's see. Yeah, let's try seeing if I can conceal. Maybe the plasma pistol is probably the smallest one I have.
I was about to say, how small are we getting here?
Yeah.
don't you guys have a noisy cricket or something?
What?
Is that what the thermal pistols are?
No, they're not.
I did not hear what you said.
A
Noisy
noisy
cricket.
cricket.
From Men in Black.
Oh.
It's a tiny gun.
Yeah.
Frick. Yeah, sure.
It was a joke. You don't actually have one.
Okay.
I mean,
I got that.
Yeah. All right. So anyone that's trying to hide a small weapon, it certainly does need to be a one-handed weapon.
Mhm.
Go ahead and make a
I believe the typical one is stealth.
It is sneak. I'm trying to decide on the attribute.
Sneak, yeah.
So just to be clear, I'm the only one who's not going to this.
Yes.
Okay. Just
So
want to make
apparently we're agreeing to their terms. So Zoe's gonna have to break us out.
Look, I know how to send in the cavalry.
Well, I shouldn't immediately say that you're the only one that's not going to it. That is actually entirely up to the characters if you all want to reveal your entire crew. And by entire crew, I do not mean NPCs. They don't care about that.
They want the senior crew.
Right.
We'll if Nemesis, Charlie, and our two new people, Nick and Eva, want to go, that'd probably be the most reasonable. But I'm not forcing them to go.
I think Nick and Eve are partly responsible for arranging the meeting, anyways, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, they've already been seen as well as Charlie. So those three, it would be very suspicious if they did not appear.
I don't really care if Nemesis comes or not.
Well, the question is, do you tell me at all? Not tell me too, but you even tell me about the meeting.
Yes, I'm telling you about the meeting.
Well, I guess unless I'm told otherwise, I guess I'll go with you if it's the whole crew,
Okay.
quote unquote.
Would int sneak work, Dex?
I don't really think int functions for this. I'm gonna go with Dex or Wiz.
The real problem is you have to do an int sneak afterwards to find that perfect hiding place that you found.
So is only Jai trying to conceal something on his person?
Yeah, I'm not good enough with anything to really bother. I don't think. Let me
Okay.
see. Actually, hold on. What is my shoot? I think I put a point in shoot. Yeah, I have 1 point. I have a 0 in shoot. But
Nick?
now,
Eve, concealing anything?
No.
Nope.
My weapons are my words, and that
Okay.
is because I'm not very good at concealing weapons otherwise.
Okay.
I even have the my laser pistol not even equipped anyways. I haven't had it equipped for a long time.
Eva just doesn't see the reason.
Okay.
She's gonna go have a chat.
This is not going to be the first time that people have invited us to a meeting and immediately tried to murder us. So
Yeah, you guys. So you guys don't have to take an NPC, but might I recommend taking, I don't know, one of the androids?
yeah, let's go ahead and take.
Just take Android. The one
yeah,
that's
let's
good
just
at
take
punching
Android.
things, right?
Okay.
Yep, that's
Sure.
reasonable.
All right.
That way you don't have to smuggle in a weapon. You just bring a weapon with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You take the cargo lighter down again. Ian is by very shortly to greet you. He comes by, waves, asks if you guys need anything.
We do not. Thank you.
Mahalo. You know how you have my number. And he turns around and starts walking away.
We sure do.
Should we have a plan? Nah.
Where did you say they were meeting us again?
They want to meet you in the nearly completed hull of one of the ships that they are building.
Not even an escape plan?
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, no, that's exactly what I was thinking of, an escape plan if things go weird.
Yeah.
But
Or a plan to help you talk good?
yeah, I plan what points to bring up.
Do you guys want to spend
Well,
some
that's-
time doing that? It will take about half an hour to walk there, 15 minutes to tread walk.
Yeah, I can walk and mess with my data slab.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So-
let's not take too long on this plan. Go ahead and
Yeah.
take 5 minutes
I-
out of character and just set yourselves up.
I guess so we're talking about an escape, probably an escape plan if anything, right?
Right.
That'd be what we're most concerned with. And it's a hallway.
So the reason we're doing this is he has a talent called Planner, where if he
Here,
has a plan, and everybody gets a +1 to their
Mhm.
until
Also
somebody
a possible
goes off plan.
reroll.
All right. So the way I figure it is our initial goals
We're out of character.
are essentially to I don't know why we need to go through this whole rigmarole unless it's a horrible trap, but
I mean, I think the main thing would be Android is providing cover.
mhm. So our initial goal is just to hire one of them as a possible guide on the planet, and get what information they have about the surface. Beyond that, escaping is basically just, well, assuming they attempt to murder and or capture us, which
So
I
I
would
assume
not
the
be
plan.
surprised by.
I assume the plan would involve we stand in a particular formation that's not threatening, but that would enable us to escape. Stuff like that. Details I don't think are important to note down, but would be part of the plan is how we're standing as a group.
Tactical
Rendezvous at
positioning.
Yeah, tactical positioning.
Yeah, go ahead and note that as a bullet point. I know you like to type this stuff out. Meowga.
Yeah. Sorry, I will in a second. I'm petting my cat.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no, that is important.
It
which
is, but he'll let me pet him forever, so I can't keep doing that.
which one of you did most of the speaking? Before? When you
did.
were You did? Perfect. All right. You I guess just stand in front of me.
The meat shield?
Not at all. I
Operation.
just, stand in front of me slightly to the right. I only want you to provide a bit of cover in case things go pear-shaped so that they don't see me drawing my weapon.
Okay. Because it sounded awful like stand in front of me so that you get shot first.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that goes without saying.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course, of course. Oh god.
I mean, that's
Jai,
obvious.
the renowned quick draw.
That's. Oh, well, I'm not. I'm having you stand in front of me because I'm not a quick draw. So I need to draw slowly
Then why did you bring a gun?
because it might be necessary.
Security
And
blanket.
I'm a bit less. I'm a bit more confident with a gun than I am with my fist.
Literally a security blanket.
You're also a lot more likely to shoot someone if you have a gun.
Exactly. That's why I
Typically
want
not
the
good for
gun.
negotiating.
I would argue that if you don't have a gun, the likelihood of you shooting someone drops to nearly zero.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, you could take their gun.
Nearly.
With
Then you have
what?
a gun.
And
Yeah.
they don't. That's even better.
All right.
Anything? Is anyone else in particular concerned with anything? I think Charlie is somewhat combat capable, right? So
I have telekinesis. I don't really have combat skills.
yeah,
Unless
Look, the plan is
telekinesis is a combat skill.
the
Well,
plan
that's
is fighting
telekinetic
retreat.
armory, right? Yeah.
Right.
Emphasis on retreat more than the fighting.
Mhm.
I've killed people.
Okay, so here part of that, if we know you're telekinetic, so you could use that to generate cover for us by moving something, to block a passage or something like that, right?
I believe that is a thing that I can do. I cannot generate cover, but I can
Yeah.
move cover.
Mhm.
I don't know if I really get a say here, but can we try not to kill people?
We'll
Yeah.
keep it under consideration.
Look, that's
Nemesis would have
plan-
to try really hard to kill someone because Nemesis is not good at it.
Like this plan will hopefully only come into being if we are in a situation in which killing someone becomes, something we actually want to do.
How many situations do you go into and plan to kill people?
A few.
Like breakfast, brunch?
We have
Okay,
had
I think we're-
exactly one time, and that wasn't because it was our plan. It was because of the other guy's plan.
I think that
No, we've had several times actually. We've
that
had on Trinitive Fade twice if you count robots.
That wasn't like a planned thing.
I do.
All right, yes, but the taking over the ship we certainly planned on. There was the whole thing on Kamiego.
Yeah, you guys actually have planned assaults several times.
I don't remember them.
We planned a
We have
heist.
so few of them.
Yeah, the
But
heist
I
was
guess-
way more fun, honestly.
You are
Well, the
all
heist is something you're gonna plan anyways.
you're all surprisingly violent. Okay.
Have
this-
you literally never heard of the Rasa?
I don't think Nemesis killed. I think I had a turret. I think I had my drone shoot a turret once.
Yeah, it doesn't count as murder if you do it through an intermediary. We all know that.
Then you become the Godfather.
Well, I don't think I even shot my drone at a person.
All right, that is technically your 5 minutes of out of character planning when into which you dipped in character.
Cool.
Yeah.
Going all guns blazing. Got it. Let's go.
And Android does have a point to raise.
Oh God, what is it?
Should you crush the throats?
If you had let me link with the Marauder, none of this would be necessary.
Thanks, Android.
Yeah, that would be pretty nice to have a fighter just watching over you.
In
with
character,
heavy weapons.
are we still getting the like lists of bug reports?
No, Android
Sorry.
has is passive aggressively not sending them.
Oh, okay.
I haven't noticed a difference.
However, she does occasionally comment about how she hopes that the numerous errors that have gone unfixed do not turn into all of our doom.
Why would they be unfixed? You think I just don't do my job? This is why we never got along, Android.
Okay. Yes, well, you can link to the Marauder later or whatever it is you do. I don't really care.
It will
Nope.
be too late then.
Yeah, I'm aware.
We'll all be
Just
Foreshadowing.
all right, fine. Just try to. I don't care. I don't care, Android. I do not care.
I will act like an android.
Thank you. That's terrific.
All right. As you guys are approaching the shipyard, those of you that were not already has not already been here are seeing the fairly drastic, if a bit gradual, transition from colorful and well oxygenated planted paradise to what you would expect in not necessarily slums, but the industrial area of any normal planet. Um, the ground is concrete. It's flat. There are no flowers growing within several yards. In fact, the only flower you see is if you look back at where you came from. There's no trees planted over here. There are gray walls and sharp lines and angles everywhere you turn. It feels normal and at the same time depressing. Unless you like gray and angles and straight lines.
Ah, yes, brutalism.
Brutalism, indeed.
Home sweet home.
I don't know. We had those Russians on our crew. They'd probably appreciate it.
they still prefer a little bit more color. Although they would certainly feel more at home here than in the paradise because their entire planet is a city.
Mhm.
Which is ironic because we still call them Russians.
Yeah, I mean, Russia no longer exists. We're all aware of that, but we insist on calling them Russians. We call the Aegeans Koreans for no reason. And we're British, I guess.
Well, to be fair, the Russians do
French.
speak Russian. The Aegeans do speak Korean. So there are still some parallels left to the old Earth.
Yeah, we're about as French as Picard is.
So very?
Only in a very British sense.
I mean, come on, his name is Jean-Luc. You don't get
Yeah.
more French than that.
Yeah.
But he drank Earl Grey, so you know.
I mean,
I could
speak
see where he's
Parisian.
coming from.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I speak Parisian, which has Paris in the name.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking since I'm not there and I'm distracting.
You are not obstructed on your way to the ship. You do get some looks of, those people aren't supposed to be here, but nobody really comes and bothers you. A couple people that Eve, Nick, and Charlie remember seeing yesterday give a wave over at you and continue on with their work or their checkers game or just standing around talking. After a few minutes walking through the shipyard, the directions that you were given, you see a couple of Kasani sitting outside the lowered passenger ramp of basically a free merchant that's being built. They look over at you, stop chattering, and stand up. One of them, as you approach closer. Real quick, did anybody actually say what ship you were from when you were talking to Manny yesterday?
No,
Okay.
because I didn't know. I did. I just couldn't remember the name as we were talking. So
Okay. So then let me ask out of character. Would you guys have provided that as the way to identify you? Like,
what would we have provided?
your ship's name is the Raza or the Leith. It is currently going by the Leith. But Jai has also your transponder is the Leith, but Jai has been more and more calling it the Raza. So I guess this is a question that comes down to Knox. Since Charlie was the ranking crew member in that conversation yesterday, what contact information would Charlie have given them to identify you guys on approach.
I would have gone by. You said the Leith.
Yeah.
I would have gone by that.
Okay. So then he stands up and, aloha, the crew of the Leith.
That's correct. I'm the captain.
Come on in. And he walks in. And the other man who was sitting with him stands by the door.
All right. I guess we follow them in.
Yep. The other one walks in behind the last of you, shuts the door, and it's only a free merchant, so it's not a very large ship, but you're escorted down a short hallway into a cargo area that has been set up with some chairs and a table. There are 4 other of the Kosani already sitting there. When the 2 that have escorted you in arrive, they have a seat. You see many amongst them.
I've got my passives ticked on.
Okay, thank you. And everybody go ahead and roll initiative. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's like, yeah, sounds right.
Listen, they're just always on. If I'm in a room with more
My
than one
mind was
person,
kind of
it's
wondering
because
a
I
bit,
have
and
stuff
then I
on.
heard everybody ruled this. I was like, what?
Can I just roll sneak instead of initiative?
All right.
Would go better.
Okay. One of the Kasani, a woman, all of them clad in jumpsuits of varying protectiveness. The underneath the jumpsuit, instead of any kind of actual protective wear, most of them are just wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Some of them aren't even wearing a shirt. It's kind of funny to think of Hawaiians wearing Hawaiian shirts, but here we are.
Well, not really Hawaiian now, are they?
They're not, no.
They're Koshian shirts.
They're Kosani shirts, yeah.
They're Kosani, yeah, there you go.
The point is that they are still a splotch of color in this otherwise gray environment. And a woman stands up, extends her hand to Charlie, introduces herself. Aloha, I'm Miriam. Does Charlie shake her hand?
Yes, I do, and I will just say Charlie back.
And she also extends her hand to Eve.
Hey,
Aloha.
nice to meet you. Yeah, that too. Shakes hand.
Stands straight. Who speaks for your crew? Looking over the lot of you.
I'll do it this time. What can? Sure.
Well, Manny tells me you want to go down to the surface of Kos.
Yes, please.
Why?
We have got to find some stuff down there, but I'm not sure what yet.
Do you know what the surface of Kos means to the Kusani?
Yes, roughly. A little bit.
Roughly? Hmm. Tell me, outsider, what have you learned? Putting Ty on the
It's
spot.
sacred in some fashion.
Yeah, you could say that.
Feel free to fill in the details. I'm always happy to learn.
I was hoping you would.
All right. All right. Let's see. Let me see what I remember. It was Dex, this is out of character at the moment to clarify. Just to make sure I'm correct on the details. So it's the Kosani religious belief is that their gods or heroes, the name of which currently escapes me, currently walk down on the surface of the planet to I can't remember. Are essentially below them on the surface of the planet. Where they do something.
Would
God.
Jai have done any research into this, or is he going in unprepared?
I'm sure he would have done some.
Go
And
ahead
I'm
and
sure he's heard at least a little bit.
yeah, go ahead and give me a note check here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so
And that's a 1. Sorry.
that's okay. It's unnecessary to roll it.
I've got to re-roll it again, I'm afraid. It
Right,
has to be
wasting
done. It's a
time.
14, technically.
Okay. The that their gods are on the surface is a bit of a misnomer. And it's an easy mistake to make since so much of your contact has been with them saying our god beings are down there.
Mhm.
The Kasani gods are just mythical figures. They don't actually believe in gods. They just have these mythical figures that they build up. It is like telling the story of Maui or Hercules and knowing full well that they didn't actually exist. Some might have been related to an actual person that did exist and might even have had that name, but he certainly didn't do all the things that they said that he did. What they're talking about when they say god beings is that when the Kosani cities were lifted from the surface of Kos, it was because a group of them were on the surface and basically said that they needed to do work on machines that would take them that would spare them from an impending disaster.
Mm-hmm.
Um, After the floating cities, the flying cities were established and everything was going hunky dory, um, at some point, all of a sudden, those people that were working down the surface uh, stopped communicating back. And the myth that has come from that is that those people are now considered god beings, um, and that they are still working on whatever machines they were constructing because the fog has thickened over the decades.
Okay.
Decades?
Decades,
Yeah,
yes.
let's go with centuries. So
Centrades.
their gods aren't actually on the planet, but there are mixed accounts of whether there are actual god beings or just beings of any sort on the planet still continuing that work.
Okay. So essentially it was their heroic figures who supposedly saved them from disaster remained behind on the surface of the planet to work on the machines enabling that, which may be responsible for the mist. And possibly responsible for the flight of the island cities,
Yeah,
or is that unconnected?
no, there's no question that they were responsible for uplifting the cities.
Okay.
And worked into all of that. The Jai was able to see that there is a lot of that mysticism worked into the surface of Kos, so that the god beings as a fictional or real entity are respected to continue their work. They haven't saved Kos yet. They're
It's an ongoing.
It's an ongoing thing.
Mhm.
I bet you they have an Atlas myth too.
Yeah. Probably.
For
Wouldn't
all the
surprise
punished
me.
orders.
I guess, yeah, Jai will step in there then. It is the Kosani belief that your hero figures, engineers, mechanists of old who are responsible for the uplifting of your cities remain on the surface of the planet, engineering some great work that is to save the Kosani from some impending disaster.
So you
Am I
understand.
incorrect?
So you understand why it is so important that nobody goes down to the surface.
You fear interrupting the work? Or getting in the way somehow?
She shrugs slowly. I don't know what is going on down there, but I'm not going to tell 1,000 of my brothers and sisters that nothing is going on.
And yet people have gone down to the surface.
It seems so.
Have you?
No.
Is anyone here?
Do you want to come with us?
No one will admit it.
All right. So, hypothetically, if someone were to go down on the surface, what exactly would they find?
One of the other Kasani here raises his voice. Says, "Speak plainly, man."
Well, it'd be easier if people would just admit they've gone down to the surface.
Miriam holds up a hand to kind of calm that other one down. Swings that hand over to Jai. This is delicate, and I think I speak for all of us here that it doesn't feel like you're being truthful of why you want to go down to the surface. You haven't told us anything.
Have we told... I guess that's an interesting point. I can't remember. Have we told Eve anything? Or Nick?
We've told them the basic, right?
Well, at the very least, the basic, which was what Zoe told Harry, I believe, that there was a ship that we know has crashed there.
At this
Yeah,
point, does anyone
And
actually know?
normally we are intending to recover that ship.
And if we
As a
happen to
character,
if we happen to put some pre-tech components from the surface on that shift before we lift it out, well, that's just
well, and yeah, that's the other
Okay.
thing. Out of character, the other thing is the reason we want to go down is we know there is a piece of pre-tech on that planet,
Right.
a very large piece of pre-tech on the planet that is near that ship.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
let me, if you don't mind, just do a quick GM reminder. The reason that you're even over here at Kos is because you got this information about the Gudrun, a ship that did go down to the planet, and that in itself would essentially be uninteresting. It's just a ship. It's
I mean, it'd be interesting to standard scavengers, I guess.
yeah. But for the amount of
Probably not
trouble
worth
that
getting
it's
through there.
taking to get to that ship, it would it would push off
Right.
most standard scavengers. The
Right.
interesting thing is what you saw in the video, that this ship was had the location, or at least knew of a facility or a complex or structure that's on the surface, in which you saw what Jai and Zoe recognized as a condenser that may or may not be presently functioning. By all of your data, it probably is, because there are those black smoke entities swarming it, which means that any pre-tech components that were needed to keep that functioning are still good.
Okay.
So it's a facility on the ground that this other ship found that you're really interested in.
Okay.
And
but
then,
if-
What was the date of the Gudrun's fall again?
for some strange reason, I didn't actually give it a date, so I'm just going to say it was January 1st.
Okay.
Happy New
Happy
Year,
New
it's
Year.
Crash.
Right.
They all
Okay.
drank too much champagne and weren't paying attention.
Very well. All right. At the beginning of this past new year, the frigate Gudrun crashed onto the surface of the planet. There, it found itself next to a facility containing old pre-tech devices. More importantly, a swarm of entities, which I believe originate from outside this space.
That starts a bunch of chatter in Islandese. I think Charlie is still the only one that speaks Islandese.
What are they chatting about?
They are questioning their own paths and basically asking amongst themselves and to themselves if this is proof of the God being's work. Well, questioning their drifting from paths. They're starting to question being unbound.
Were they wrong to be unbound? Yeah. You've
Uh,
shaken them to their core.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Miriam quickly puts a hand out to quiet them. Says, "Do you have proof of this?"
Charlie, datapad.
Do I have my data pad on me?
I mean, Nemesis does.
I hand over my data pad.
Nemesis, I forgot you were here, datapad.
It's a little weird as Charlie with Nemesis is standing right there.
Look, you're just usually up on the ship.
Yeah, I'll hand it right over.
I'm not used to you being here with the rest of the crew.
I mean, it's almost certainly already out, and I was probably like fiddling with something on it.
Yeah. Perfect. Datapad.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and pull the video before I hand it to you, but that doesn't take me but a second.
Yeah. I'll flip it to show them and start the video.
All right. I also want a charisma talk from Jai.
Okay.
The old PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah. I hesitate to ask this since I kind of took this over. But can I get some support from Eve's earlier work?
Jesus.
which is my own damn fault, but yes, you can be assisted with the usual caveat of aid checks can't be the same skill.
Okay.
So if Ty and Ford can justify another skill being used to act in assistance with Jai's talk check.
Perform, because I'm acting and I have no fucking idea what I'm doing.
God.
Okay.
Hilarious.
All right. Let's go ahead
Give
and-
us an interpretive dance.
Okay. I'm doing it right now.
Lovely.
I actually just checked. He is.
Great.
Oh, are you streaming, Ty?
Nope.
Oh, damn. I was hoping you were giving us a performative dance, interpretive dance.
I am. Yeah, I am.
I
Oh,
checked. Look, I can back him up.
Xander flew out to England for this session. Got it.
Yeah. Are we not still banned from England?
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought we were still banned from all of Europe.
Look,
Might
I just
be.
told him I was Canadian. It was fine.
That would probably work. Yeah, that's why the slow-mo guys haven't been putting out any new videos. I'm very disappointed. Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma perform check from Eve. And also describe, what Eve is doing, aside from interpretive dance, which might be more distracting than helpful.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sometimes distraction can be helpful.
Just floundering, apparently. Trying to lie. I
So
guess.
she's trying to kind of back up Jai with, although Jai apparently seems to know quite a bit more than has been told to the Talkie crew. Although, to be fair, he only really knows you guys as security. Jai is not the most crew attentive captain.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I will return to my role of shooting things as soon as I get another gun.
But it sounds like Eve is trying to use non-verbal language to back him up, or is she interjecting here and there?
No, mostly non-verbal, just
Okay.
agreeing.
Does Nick want to also assist with a different skill?
I can't really think of any skills that would be assist.
GM will offer a possibility of connect, because you guys did spend some time engaging with Manny and some of the crew that you saw earlier, or the previous day.
Okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. It is technically a different skill than talk. Okay.
Which is an 8.
All right, Jai, you get a +1 on your talk check.
Okay. Let's give it a go. Charisms.
Are you wearing your hat?
I'm afraid not. I guess that
No.
might take away a point.
Yeah.
That's okay. We know the target is 8.
The not wearing the hat just means that you are not recognizable as the. Oh wait, you haven't let that video go out. Never mind.
Yeah.
It was like, if it isn't for Perry.
Okay.
Platypus puts on the hat. Perry the platypus.
I have no idea where all that came from. I'm just gonna ignore it.
God.
Just recognizes someone because of the hat.
Oh.
A disbarred scientist? Jai the disbarred scientist!
Yes.
Oh boy. It's going places I don't understand.
I need to watch more of that show.
Miriam takes the data slab and watches the video at where Nemesis or Jai queued it up. What part were you starting them at? Well, is it more?
I handed it to Jai at the very beginning. Jai could have made whatever adjustments he wanted.
So are you basically immediately putting in front of their faces the facility that's on the ground, or the crew walking from the good rune?
Yeah, how edited are we getting here?
It should probably mostly just be the end part, right? With the
yeah, I think it's mostly towards the end.
Out of character. Nemesis didn't pay
Yeah.
any attention to that though.
Where the black smoke entities seem to kill the crew.
Yeah. Inside the facility and such, so they'll probably get some glance of that, but
Okay. The video is clearly alarming them, and Charlie can tell that for certain because now they're talking in Islandese about the god beings are still at work. This is This is proof of their continuing efforts to raise Kos from this earthly realm, and clearly the crew of the Gudrun have angered them for them to be destroyed so painfully. The rest of you can see that see and hear that this chatter is becoming spooked. And Miriam hands the tablet back to Jai without saying a word.
I'm going to look to Charlie to see if he's got any translation for me.
I think it was a good idea.
I am going to provide kind of a general translation.
Well, since they're right in front of you, I would like to know a little bit more about what Charlie says to Jai. You don't have to do it purely in character, but tell me what he's saying.
Give me just a moment.
Okay.
Need to go back and remember what was just said.
There.
Well, that's lame.
Is that what he says?
No, that's what I said, because what I had done was I had opened the Twitch thing and I was just going to rewind it 30 seconds.
Oh.
I said, I can't do that. It's not a thing that I can do here. That's a YouTube feature.
Yes.
Dex, why don't you just repeat what you said?
I can
I'm
do
sorry.
that. That's okay.
You should be able.
Basically, they're seeing this attack from the black smoke entities as being proof that the god beings are continuing their work, that these god beings that have apparently been there for centuries are continuing to try to save and lift Kos from this earthly realm, and that the painful attack of these smoky entities is a clear sign that the god beings have been angered by their trespass.
Should have figured that they would see that as gods meting out punishment. They're not going to appreciate the fact that we want to go there and blow them apart.
One step at a time, Nemesis.
Well, I'm not saying that out loud. I'm not that foolish.
Yes.
So what's Charlie saying?
That they are recognizing the ghosts as the god being, and that apparently they are continuing their holy work, and their attack is evidence of anger for the continued trespassing of the people that have been landing there recently.
See, I wouldn't be so confident in that if I were you.
You've just shown us this. How can we not be confident?
Oh, I'm not saying your gods don't exist in some way. I'm just saying these aren't it. The black smoke entities you observed here are not friendly to you.
They're not friendly to anyone who interrupts their work.
Well, let's see. This isn't the first time we've had news of them. We also observed their presence in a trashed Hulk dating from... That was before the Scream, correct? The one in not Gun,
It was.
Madeira.
Mm.
We also observed their presence in a hulk we excavated some months before in Madeira.
It was
The mention
actually
of black not
Muron.
Madeira.
Yeah, Muron.
Muron.
Close enough.
M-words.
Yeah.
Muron. Yes. In Muron. Talk of black ships. Destruction of an entire civilization. If you saw the object there, sorry, did you want to correct me, Dex?
I don't want to correct you, but I do want Jai to make another charisma talk check.
Okay.
I mean,
Sway
gods,
them away
devils.
from.
Always got to be talky.
Do they have the belief that their hero or these individuals are working beyond their planet?
They do now.
Yeah. Great. Yeah. Stan's dogmatic.
So Jai's words are seeming to incense them, but he's able to navigate this carefully enough that, surprising for Jai, that they're not throwing you out of the ship, but you are seeing that um they're not taking this information well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this tact is gonna work.
I'm ignoring Nemesis.
One of them does speak out. Evidence of God beings work. It would make sense that the coast is not the only society to benefit from their beneficence.
I don't know anything about that. All I know is that whatever these things are, they're not your god beings. And if anything, your god beings would likely be hostile to them.
Jai, no.
These are a threat emanating from a device in this area, a device which we believe is still active.
A device built by our god beings.
Unlikely. If anything, it is like a scientist talking to a religious person.
It is.
In fact, that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, unfortunately, you have taken these relatively unreligious people and radicalized them.
Outstanding.
Already.
Maybe I should just become a prophet. I think I'd be better off.
Yeah, you're apparently good at re-radicalizing people.
I hear there's a lot of profit in it.
Uh,
Well,
yeah,
there's one prophet in it.
yeah. Zoe heard the word prophet and she wants to stick her head right in.
What? Hey?
I'm gonna say that it's clear that the Jai continuing to talk is continuing to take things a worse turn. Is anyone going to try and step in and salvage this from Jai, or does Jai even allow that?
Oh, he's not
Nemesis-
stopping you if you want to step in.
Oh, Nemesis is stepping back.
Eve or Nick?
It was made pretty obvious earlier that I don't know what's happening here. Enough to like be able to talk to these people.
Well, Eve is it has seen this part of the conversation, and if there's anything that she would want to do to try and placate anything, certainly could. I'll also remind Ford, because I know that you're still a little bit newer to the game. You do have some foci that could potentially help here.
Oh yeah, you know what time it is. It's time for the psychic.
It's-
Um,
That's not a focus.
Are they about to be? Are they about to be visited by the word of God?
Just start saying like, "I am a prophet, and I am here to say."
No, God speaks directly into their minds,
Yeah.
obviously. But yeah,
Isn't that how a rap song goes?
Probably.
yo, it's your homie, Big G.
God.
Yes, exactly.
I'm trying to think of a way to put it.
What can I
think-
say? But you're welcome.
I visited and convinced them that it's not the black entities aren't their god.
I think that's what Jai was trying to do, and they're
Or-
clearly not listening to him.
Yeah, but you're approaching as a scientist and not as a voice in their heads.
I'm trying to tell them, like, the black smoke bad. They enemy.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Well, you see,
And all they hear is vengeance of their god. Gods. Sorry.
you could be right. This could be a device created by the god beings. However, seeing as they seem to have a harmful influence, it seems like it could be a test, as if they're testing your, say, devotion and belief by seeing how you would respond to a device that might put a threat to them.
Roll me a
Mm.
charisma talk.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have dice enabled. Okay.
No dice.
It's okay. I don't require it. I like the clatter.
I've gotten used to it in this game. I don't use it I haven't used it in any others, but it has a certain charm to it.
It does. It's nice to see the little bit of a visual effect, even if sometimes the dice that show up on the screen don't match. Yeah. And holy crap, we've
That
done
was
this entire
crazy.
time with no music. Come on, guys. Of course, that's also not unusual for you guys.
It's not unusual. Sorry, you said no music.
I did. Okay.
Okay, good. It's not combat music.
That does get them thinking and talking some more. And they're again, they've come back to be more receptive as a whole. They're not all girding each other up against Jai's and your guys' words. And after some chatter to kind of talking amongst themselves and questioning, Miriam again, after several attempts, calms them down, gets them to let her talk. So what do you want to do on the planet?
We want to go down, explore the wrecked ship, and disable this device. Well, take it apart, really.
Ah, just going with the truth.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
But the device, even if this was a test, that device was clearly you can't even argue. It was built by our ancestors. Whether you believe that these are god beings continuing their work or not, that is what all of Kusani has been preparing for waiting for. Why would anyone let you take it apart?
You need to save your world somehow, don't you?
That device will save our world.
The device isn't what you seem to think it is.
You have no proof of that.
I actually do. The device is what's known as And again, like to the rest of the group, feel free to step in if you think me explaining what this is a bad idea.
No, we've put one foot in. Let's put both legs all the way in.
The device is what's known as a condenser. It's essentially, to simplify tremendously, it's something which is essentially capable of breaching the veil, if you would, between our universe and not just metaspace, but something known as infraspace.
All right, go ahead and pause there.
Eyes glazed over, or are we rolling initiative? One or the other.
No, neither. That that causes another eruption of chatter, but this time it, for those that don't speak Islandese, it sounds positive. Like, it sounds like Jai is getting through to them, because their manner improves. Bright-eyed. Charlie, they are absolutely taking this as the plan of the God Beings. This is just reinforcing. This was what they expected all along. This is what they had deviated their paths from, and they're, in so many words, basically seeing your guys' visit as the angelic choir correcting them and reminding them what their true place should be.
Oh, great. So I am making it worse.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I don't know if this is worth pursuing this lead any further. Nemesis session, so I think we should just cut this one loose.
Those with a fair notice skill, notice 1 or better, can kind of see through the excitement and observe from their body language and positioning that it's not, they're not positive towards Jai. Their new positivity is more like a religious epiphany type.
Good job, Jai.
Oh, boy. Well,
I'm sorry, guys.
You set them back on the path of righteousness.
I
Good job.
guess. Note to self: fail future talk rolls. All right.
Is anyone going to try and salvage this, or are you guys letting this one go?
Eve, Nick, or Charlie?
Is there
You don't
even a
know.
way again? I wonder.
What was the question?
Just thinking about how we could salvage this.
Do you guys want to take a couple minutes out of character and talk over?
Sure.
All right.
Please.
Out of character, I think this might actually be a good thing, because if we'd brought these people down with us, I think it probably would have gone badly.
They turn and try to help their gods.
Religious epiphany up here rather than down there.
Honestly, I don't think any of these people have been down to the surface anyway, so it seems kind of pointless.
Do we know what condensers do other than make things cold?
It brings
And open
entities
hole.
over. It brings entities over from the infraspace.
Okay, and is there anything that these entities could be doing on this planet where that is actually a good idea? Like, if somebody had blown one of those planet killer missiles into this, like, could they use the entities to stop it from destroying the planet or anything like that?
I don't think so.
You guys don't have any information, any data to support that.
Okay.
Yeah, you basically don't have any data as to what value these things have, except for in the
Killing
context of scientific discovery.
Well, and they're real good at killing people.
Well, the condensers I'm more talking about. The black smoke entities are an incidental effect of pursuing the discovery of a new realm, a new world, new universe.
Okay.
They don't seem to be great. They seem pretty bad, actually.
Just wondering.
So the sure, the crew of the Gudrun, do they have energy weapons like lasers?
I'm sorry, I missed the first words of that. What was the question?
Did the crew of the Gudrun, do they have lasers?
They did
Do we
not.
know? Okay.
Were they
So,
Union?
It's the only people that wouldn't have lasers, right?
Look, I do not understand people in a sci-fi universe who do not have laser guns.
Some people just really like kinetics.
I guess.
I can appreciate a good kinetic.
But yeah, I don't really know that there's I don't know that there was any value in coming to talk to these people in the first place now, because I don't think any of them have actually been down to the planet, and that's the only thing I really wanted. Was someone who's been down to the planet. So I don't know how much point there is.
Bail, 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 bail.
I guess if we do bail, we do have to worry about them letting whatever security know that we specifically are trying to get down there.
Oh, don't worry. We've already told a high-ranking official about that.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Look, at some point we're gonna realize that we just need to find a hole in the whatchamacallit and go down there ourselves.
That's
I can disable one of the down-facing guns, or at least I believe I can disable one of the down-facing guns.
I don't think it's necessary. We've already found a hole.
Yeah.
It
We're
does
good.
make the hole bigger.
It doesn't need to be bigger. We should be fine.
Just to
I
be
really
clear, these floating cities, do they also move? Or are they
They
just
do, yeah.
floating? Okay.
Yeah, they drift around the planet.
Yeah, I think we can just. All right. Yeah. Does anyone want to say anything?
I want to get out of here.
Okay, Eve or Nick or Tyre Ford, you around?
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay.
Don't want to say anything.
Like, I can't really think of anything that I could say that would bring it back.
Okay.
Or good, really.
Well, I mean, by the sounds of it, the whole thing was pointless from the get-go.
Yeah.
Well,
Just to
we
get this
didn't know
point.
that. And just because they haven't said that they've been down to the surface doesn't mean they haven't been down to the surface.
I mean, I guess.
Meh.
All right.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah. Dex, is there any like easy way we can just turn around and leave now?
I would let let's see. I can think of something that would give you guys an out. So let's do a couple of rules here. Eve and Nick are the people that have not upset these folks or given them even more fodder. So why don't you both roll me a wisdom notice check? This is an intuition thing rather than an observation thing. Okay, that's good. That is not as good. Eve and Ty, take this in character as much as you want, or as little as you want. But Eve can notice that in their where they get excited and where they become interested in this, what's uplifting to them is apparently information about that facility and that there's activity down there. You may be able to placate them and prevent them from reporting you guys if you give to them the location of this facility that you know about. They of course would not necessarily be able to do anything about it immediately, even supposing they had drones capable of reaching the surface, which the planet doesn't seem to. And this city wouldn't necessarily be over the Gudrun anytime soon, but it's something that seems like could be traded to them to buy their silence for a bit.
Okay.
Now, does Eve want to try and make that deal?
Have I got any sense from the other people how important this is? Because I mean, out of character, I definitely haven't. But
The Gudrun is the whole reason we're here. So
I understand. That's still okay. That doesn't.
It's very important, I guess.
You could be on a very important mission to get it, or a not important mission. See what I mean?
I think in character, Eve, having the engineering background that she has, would have seen the many things about the Raza that are a little bit more unique, that make it the Raza, and how many of those are need extra parts, need pre-tech parts, and I think it has been relayed to Eve at least, if not Eve and Nick, that you guys are here to strip parts from that facility to repair the ship.
Yep.
So that's the importance, is getting the ship repaired to full ability.
Okay, gotcha. So I will. I'll turn to Jai, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So are we just gonna leave?
Well, these people seem useless, so
After you've radicalized them, you could argue you have rendered them useless.
I think they were useless from the get-go.
I think they can still hear you.
Yes, I do suspect they can.
Okay. Great. You're
Mary,
not.
you remember this.
Yeah, it's good for her.
Okay, we're gonna go now then.
This is awkward. We're gonna go.
Okay.
Yep. I'll follow behind. You guys get going.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you
do what you
for
have to.
agreeing to see us anyway. It was helpful. It seems like maybe you are right. You should return to your path. And we should stop inquiring about the planet, because if you're right, it clearly is more significant than we thought. Certainly more than I thought.
There's some skeptical looks, but generally nods. Followed by appropriate exit greeting. Goodbye.
I'm saying.
Isn't Aloha both greet again?
Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking
It
mahalo.
is, in fact.
And I don't know the difference between aloha and mahalo, so yeah.
I vaguely remember that. It's been a long time I've heard anything about the end of the word aloha, but I thought it was like a greeting and a farewell.
Yeah, I do know that
Mahalo
is true.
is used to express gratitude.
Ah, okay. Then you get both a mahalo and an aloha.
We returned them to the fold. Unintentionally.
She just means to them as she'll be the last to exit, but
Okay.
You know, in retrospect, should have figured they take that as proof of divinity.
I was expecting them to be a bit further from their paths or whatever it was, and maybe a bit more willing to listen to well, a possible agreement. But clearly not.
And Eva's lingering back. What is she doing?
No, she's leaving. She just wanted to be the last to leave. That's what I was saying.
Oh, okay. All right.
Just as pretty thing.
Okay.
Yep. That was a waste of my time.
So what's the plan
I guess
now?
I'm going to tap my communicator and see how Zoe's doing.
All right. Speaking of Zoe, it is 12:50. Do you guys want to take a break before or after Zoe?
Let's do it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Before.
Do which, the break?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's do a slightly early break. Come back at about 1:05 Pacific. All right. Let's go ahead and jump back in. So after that, that meeting that did not go so well.
Jai calls Jai calls Zoe, and Zoe's like, "Oh yeah, it went great. Well, yeah, I got permits right here. Let's go." No, you're not
That-
gonna let me just skip over it. All right.
No, that is a that's a teaser for what's to come next. We hope.
Oh yeah,
Go
it was
down
all.
to the planet and then find out that we get the keys to the city afterwards. That's the way we like to do it around here.
No, we've already opened the box. We didn't get the key to the city. That's
But it could have been indirectly a key to the city.
yeah,
It's just a key to the city that takes some time to manifest.
yeah. I just have to, pretend to like my father for a couple days. What?
Gotta give him that hug.
No, weirdo. I don't know him.
One more moment. I'm sorry.
Holding.
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 Why don't we have some conversation between the crew that just had that meeting as they're returning to ship, or well, to wherever they're going. I am assuming that they're returning to the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Well, weren't they just raising sunshine?
Wow, who would have expected that showing them evidence of
Oh boy.
being energy beings would make them think of divinity?
My impression was that they were outside the bizarre cult that's running this hellhole of a planet. But
He says while
Hey,
sipping
meet
and
the
taking
people,
drink.
not the planet.
yeah,
Amazing.
yeah, pretty much. Apparently not. Not that they seemed like the sorts who've been down to the planet's surface anyway. No matter. Let's hope that Zoe finishes whatever it is she's doing and we can go down to the surface ourselves soon enough. Hey, Nox, are you around?
I have not left.
Okay. It's just that your thing has been I guess showing you've been talking this entire time, but I haven't heard anything from you. I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
have
why.
no idea why it does that. It only happens in this chat too,
Mm.
and it's been doing that every single week.
I don't know.
I will disconnect and reconnect.
Eh. I don't know. Maybe it's just picking something up.
I think that may be it.
that better?
Um,
Yeah, it was fine before, so
Yeah.
it just showed that you were talking when you weren't. So
Yeah. I think what happened is that I had, because of an audio issue, at an earlier date, I had turned the microphone sensitivity to maximum, and
yeah,
so it
that'll
was
do
just
it.
catching general static, but not loud enough to actually display it.
Yeah.
okay, I'm prepared. Zoe
Okay.
is was told to meet up with Harry, and he would present her with results. He didn't promise her a meeting with the Angelic Choir, and
Mhm.
didn't say, I'll call you if you're granted one. He just said, come on back to my office and at this time, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. She puts on her clean ship suit.
Okay. What
Not
does that look like?
It's brown. Remember, I bought like a bunch of really boring ones for that place that hated people with any sort of uh characteristics.
Oh yes, that's right.
Look, I look like the most boring accountant who serves on a ship.
Okay.
I figure boring and inoffensive is a good place to go with meeting angels? Question mark.
Yeah, sure. um, Harry meets you at the top of the hill, and
So
he
Perry, I put out my hand. Fist bump.
aloha, and he shakes her hand. His shake this time is much more formal, um, and almost
Uh oh.
practiced.
Uh oh. What's going on, Harry? I thought we were bros or friends. I thought we were friends. What's going on?
We are friends.
What's with shaking my hand?
Oh, was she putting out her hand for a hug or a shake?
Fist bump.
Oh.
Elbow bump.
No,
Come on, bro.
he definitely extended for a shake then.
Oh yeah, he wants to keep it formal. I get it.
We are in the presence of the choir.
Oh.
Please
Uh.
follow me.
Sure.
He leads her past the pool towards his house.
Yeah. Follow.
I always wonder about their entities.
Oh God, am I about to die? I don't want to die.
Um, takes her into his house, and it's a nice house. Um, as nice as you would expect somebody who has truly put in the years in the service to his city and his people.
Mm-hmm.
Takes her from this entry foyer through what looks like a guest or dining or entertaining room,
Mm-hmm.
over into what looks like another entertaining room because it is stairs that descend into a pool, and he does have her take off her shoes before coming in here.
Mm-hmm.
Stairs that descend into a shallow pool with a small little sparkling waterfall against the far wall. Um, and that wall is actually open to his backyard, where he has a very nicely decorated, almost Zen garden back of his house.
Okay. Okay.
He comes out to walks along a path to a small pond, fairly circular, and just stands in front of it, uh, settles himself and motions for where she should stand.
Okay. Yeah, I stand there.
Um, and from the other side of this hilltop, you see just a woman she looks elderly, but doesn't physically look any different from the other Kasani you've been seeing around here, except for her attire. She is dressed in plain white and blue robes. She makes her way along the path as she's coming up this hill towards you.
I look over at Harry, and if he's like getting up to bow or anything like that, I do that too. But
He's
if he's just sitting there, I'm cool with just sitting here.
yeah, no, he's actually standing. You're both standing.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Then yeah, I'm just looking to him for cues, you know.
Okay. As she gets closer, she slows, looking at both of you, and Harry does a formal but leisurely bow, kind of mingling formality with the paradise island nature of this culture.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, she's gonna bow too.
Okay.
I was trying to decide if she's gonna curtsy, but she's not wearing skirts, so fuck it.
um, the person in front of you smiles and offers a similar bow. And Harry introduces you. Ura, this is Zoe LaRue, daughter of Cassian LaRue. Zoe, this is Pura Patera. And I'll go ahead and type this out for you.
Thank you.
Without the Z's. It strikes Zoe as unusual in that it is an actual Maori name. Everyone else here has names like Charlie, Harry, Ian, Manny.
Yeah, they've all been imperialized.
Yes, they all have. And the only other thing that has had actual islander names have been the islands themselves. Now,
Right.
all the names that you've seen, like Manny and Ian, they have um, actual Islander name analogs. Like Harry's name is actually Hare, Hare. It's just that they used the name Harry. I can't remember what Manny's name was, but Ian was Iongo, and that's also something that Zoe's learned that that they're given an Islander name, a cultural name at birth, but they all go by this imperialized name.
Okay. Yeah. They have their hidden name. So I've just been introduced to this person by their real italicized, bolded name.
Yes, you have.
Mm.
And things already seem to be going poorly. She is looking at Zoe and crinkling her brow.
Damn. Inoffensive just wasn't the way to go. I should have gone for the bikini. Damn.
And she says a word in Islandese under her breath. It's not so quiet that Zoe doesn't hear it, but of course it is in Islandese, so she doesn't know what that is.
So I say Zoe LaRue, and then I say enchanted, but in French, so that we can both say things in languages the other doesn't understand. Yeah, try and one up me. Enchanté.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
no. Shut up. Look, just because it makes sense in Zoe's mind doesn't mean it makes sense anywhere else.
She slowly approaches Zoe. There is something unusual about you, young lady. And she is looking Zoe all around, as if she's looking at an aura, trying to look through her.
Look, if there's only one weird thing about me, I'll take it.
Amber is the color of your energy.
she smiles, and a sense of humor.
It's pretty much a requirement this day and age.
Hmm. It's so refreshing to see that from Outworlders. Or Offworlders. She looks at Harry. And what was it about? Please restate what it was that you wanted to bring to our attention.
So just so I'm clear about what I know and what I don't know,
Mhm.
or what Zoe knows and what she doesn't know. I don't know anything that happened at the other meeting, right?
That's correct.
Okay, but I do know that the Gudrun went down on the first. Like I knew that's general knowledge that I knew.
Yes, it is. You've
Okay.
actually, let's just say that that's even timestamped on the video that you have.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
So I would say to her that um, like is she requesting the presentation begin? Like, am I reading that right?
kind of. She was looking at Harry, but if Zoe
Oh,
looks
okay.
like
Well,
she's
then
about to start talking, she
no,
turns and
no.
looks.
If she's talking to Harry, I'll let Harry talk for a
Okay.
while.
Well, he actually just restates very plainly what Zoe told him. So he's already laying that foundation of the this person Zoe and her crew have information about a ship that reached the surface of Kos um, outside of our sensors, and
That it has pretext stuff on it that we would be, as long as we get a share, we'd be willing to give them some so they can help fix up their cities. The old quid pro quo.
oh boy.
Are you offering some of our salvage?
Look, I'm just saying, you know, if it helps keep the cities in the air, we would be perfectly willing to, help out.
Hmm.
And the fact that it's the flesh of their god beings, they don't need to know that.
Uh, this ship, you want to recover it? It's a functioning ship.
We think that it can be made to be function. It can be made to be function. What the fuck was that?
It can be made to function.
It can be made to function. I'm no mechanic, or no, I'm no wiper. I'm pretty good at fixing up, especially these older machines.
I was about to say, you're no mechanic.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Well, I was trying to think of the lowest level of mechanic, and I just came out with mechanic. But then I remembered that there's like engine wipers, who are the guys who just go around like putting
Ah.
oil and everything.
Oh.
Okay.
So I'm no derby car maker here. I know a thing or two.
Hmm. She's looking at Zoe again. She seems distracted.
Oh
She
God,
she does.
she can see the fact that my memories have been fucking stolen from me. I don't like these people. I don't like them one bit. Is she like floating a couple inches off the ground? Like
She is not. She's not.
how fucking weird is this lady?
She appears to be standing on solid ground.
Dang it.
That's pretty disappointing.
Halo, obvious cybernetics,
Nope.
anything?
Nope.
Hmm.
Wrinkles.
Well, she's old.
She's old, yeah.
That tracks. But she's not like
Black smoke aura.
dead.
She does not appear to be dead.
She's not like the crypt keeper.
No.
Your aura is very interesting. No,
New theory. We don't have anything in these characters to say it, but maybe they try to acquire as possessive entities. Hmm. We don't know anything about that with these characters, I don't think. But actually, no, we know about possession by entities, didn't we? That was very much a thing for the Miran graveyard.
It is. Yeah, you've got audio log about that.
So they can fly through you and kill you, or they can fly through you and take over your body.
And possess you. Yeah. Which
pretty
one's
much.
more terrifying? Definitely the latter.
Ooh. Yikes.
You can either die or wish you were dead.
Yeah, yeah.
Where do you come from, Zoe LaRue?
Where do I come from? Lamiera, as near as I can tell.
Are you certain?
No? Question mark? I'm not now. I look confused.
What happened to you?
Some what confusion continues? What do you mean?
Hmm.
I'm not trying to be deceptive. I'm just like honestly
Yeah.
confused about like what she's like. I look down at myself like, what, do I have scars I didn't notice before, or like?
You are you are vacant. What happened to you?
Oh, look, no, my hair's red. I'm not blonde.
Empty.
Ah, how much do you know about QED?
That says not familiar with QAD. Just trying to say it as one word instead of 3 letters.
Ah,
Kid.
QID.
I would go with kid.
QED.
Yeah. So the reason we need
Oh.
parts to fix our ship. Well, let me spin you a yarn.
Please
And
do.
Hmm.
She
Okay.
sits on the other side of this little pond. The pond is only like a half a meter diameter. So
Yeah.
she's sitting on the other side of it, and you and Harry are on the house, the side nearest the house.
Right.
Also,
So
this
we have a defensive moat. Awesome.
Yes, you do.
Or she has a defensive moat. I guess one way or the other. So I give the heavily edited version. I don't mention the name of the ship. I don't mention who the former crew was. I give her the QEDs are things that allow someone to take your memories. Um, you know, we think one of our crew betrayed us, put us all into cryo sleep, stole our memories, stole a bunch of stuff off of our ship, breaking it, and you know, now we're trying to get our ship fixed because it's our home.
Okay. Um,
It's where my family lives. You know.
at this point, she does begin to glow.
Oh shit! She can
Uh,
detect lies. How dare she? I
Obviously,
should
she
have
is a
worn my
paladin.
tinfoil hat. Damn it!
um, and the visage before you blends into kind of some artwork that you've seen in other places of Kos. Um, Bam.
Bam. Where?
On Roll20. It may have taken a second to load up. It's kind of a large
No,
file.
I have like 4 things up on the screen,
Oh.
so it was just underneath all the handouts.
Gotcha. That's not exactly what you're seeing. It doesn't become that indistinct, but the glow that is emanating from her, it is making her look faceless. It is making things behind her look, more surreal.
God damn it! Did I just meet a god?
If one were to believe in gods, this would definitely look like you are meeting a god.
Shit.
There's some moderation of where the light is coming from. Like it's all glowing from her directly, but it's almost like there's also a light bulb that is moving around within this glow, creating a secondary glow, if that makes sense.
No, but okay.
So I'll state it another way. There is a glow, or there's a point around her which is moving and is producing bright light.
Gotcha.
In addition, she's glowing, and her glow is washing out that point, so it's barely visible.
And I, in my experience with psychics, of which, what, like 2, we had Captain Mom for a couple weeks, and then Nox or Charlie this whole time. They ever glow when they do psychic shit?
Nope.
Okay, so I don't know what the fuck's going on. Cool.
It's one to possessed.
How far into this story do I get before she goes all
She lets you finish.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Something?
Harry? Question mark?
He's pretty stunned here. Like I'm seeing a god stunned.
Oh, okay. So we're on the same page. All right.
This only lasts for a few seconds before the pinpoint glow recedes or fades, and then the glow from her completely goes away. We have never met someone like you.
I mean, yeah, 1 in a million. 1 in a billion? I feel like the numbers would have expanded in the future.
Sure, why not? Let's go with quadrillion.
Yeah, 1 in a Google.
Oh wow, that's too far, man.
A little
too
extreme.
far.
Look,
Too
I'm
far.
1 in a Googleplex. And if you don't like it, go
That
find your
means-
own Googleplex.
That means your very existence defied the odds.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep. Forgiven, old lady. I've seemed to have missed what it is you wanted to ask us.
Is it cool if we go get the ship? Do you glow often? Look, I want to know more about you all of a sudden. Like, what's happening here?
She just smiles matronly.
Well, I'm just gonna smile maidenly and see how that works out for me.
Does it look goofy or?
No, it looks impish.
Perfect.
I look over at Harry. He's just like, what?
Hmm. All right. Well, the GM is on a thought obstacle.
Oh yeah. How do we progress past? You're possessed by something. What the fuck?
I'm gonna have you roll a charisma talk for Zoe.
Okay. Oh please, just one time. Let's not be terrible at something other than trading.
To be fair, the possession thing we knew
So-
presumably were
so-
benevolent entities, right?
I'm gonna need you to stay with me on this one here, Dex. I'm offering them a trade wherein they let us go to the surface and they let us come back with pretext stuff, and then we give them some pretext stuff. So this is technically a trade related role, right?
I'll give it to you.
Yeah. All right, so we just change this to 3d6. And then we change that back, and then we roll it. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yeah!
Okay.
Woo! Alright, now I just need to go back in and change this back. I knew one day that would come in handy.
Got you a +3.
Yeah. +2, right? Because it would have been 3 and 6? Or 3 and 5.
Oh, wait, rolling
Oh,
3.
yeah.
Yeah, +3.
Yeah. No, you're right. I was looking at it backwards.
Come on, mouse.
She's still like, nah, sorry. Damn it.
No. She asks, how capable is your ship?
You mean the crew?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, quite capable. We've done salvage operations before. As you know, if you ask around, you can see
What
you know,
about combat?
We try and avoid it as much as possible. And that's not a straight lie. We do generally try and avoid it.
Yes, you do. Coast has been having some problems with pirates
Mm.
hiding among the many moons.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you guys, we're going down to the planet. Like, we'll be fine.
That you're asking is the only reason I think you're not one of those pirates.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Would you hunt down and destroy these pirates for me?
well, you see, there's the rub. Like, we could, if our ship was fixed.
How long will that take?
Well, that depends on if we can go to the planet and get the stuff to fix it.
Assume I'm letting you do so. How long will it take?
GM?
Well, it depends on what you want to fix.
Well, I mean, if we're going into battle, the guns?
I believe the rate was 500 spare parts worth of work a day. It's not quick.
Yeah, but like we could, like, are we talking weeks or are we talking like years?
Weeks. Yeah, not
Okay.
years.
Okay, so yeah, I tell her it'd probably take like a month to fix the stuff.
Let's see. You're
'Cause
looking
we
at
got
22,500 spare parts worth of repairs.
Well, yeah, but we already did the spare part repairs on them. We're just waiting to slot in our magic.
Oh, I must have I forgot that you've done the spare. That's right, because I was looking at the big gun.
I mean, the big gun. Look, I'm sure there'll have to be some finagling to get our spare part repairs to actually work with our magic, but our tech magic.
Mm-hmm.
But we've definitely already slotted in because otherwise it was like we would have to leave a whole bunch behind. So we were like, so we'll just slap them into the gun.
That's right. That's right. Okay. Then
So I don't. It won't take long. So I give her like a month, maybe, depending on. Because do we need to go to a shipyard to get them fixed, or?
No, you just need a stable space.
Yeah. Okay. And do they have a shipyard here, or only for small
None
ships?
that can accommodate ships your size.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, they're all essentially surface shipyards on the floating cities.
Let's go to
Yeah.
the Knox. Oh.
Yeah.
So let's just call it a week per gun.
Yeah, so like a month total.
Okay.
Right? 3 guns plus the big one. I think I would start on the big one first.
I don't think you've done the spare parts for the big gun, have you?
Don't believe so. No.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
because
Well,
that
then,
was a
yeah,
lot more spare parts.
we just get the 4 little ones going and then see where we're at.
And I need to reassess the 500 per day because that would mean that you would need to spend 45 days repairing that big gun.
Hey, it's a good thing I have a drone
I
that can
thought
work in
the
space.
I thought the 500 per day was just like if you're not at a shipyard.
I think so. Yeah, if you guys can get to a shipyard that can actually accommodate you, basically an orbital
Well,
shipyard.
Also, that was like per person, wasn't it?
No,
I
that's-
don't. That was
No, was
No,
that per
it's,
crew?
it actually slows down a lot more if you don't have enough people rather than speeding
Oh.
up.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Before our next session, I'll be looking more at that now that you're getting the components that you need to repair that, just to make sure that
Yeah.
that I know exactly what that is.
Also, you might want to check and make sure that we did actually fix it, because I remember talking about fixing it, but I don't remember actually rolling any dice or anything. So,
no dice are needed for that.
okay, I'm pretty sure we did it, but I don't remember exactly.
I'm taking your word for it.
Well, yeah.
I think we did it for the little guns. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I just remember.
It was a
I
while ago.
remembered it like there was like a point where we were like, we have so many spare parts, we got to do something with them. Let's put them in the guns.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um,
The question is, would we be willing to kill pirates for? Look, I'm fine with it. I don't have any problem with killing pirates.
Did you say explicitly kill or just deal with?
uh,
I think the word was destroy.
destroy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can finagle that probably.
Uh, are we in the negotiating phase? Because I want to know specifics about like how many pirates, what counts as a destroyed pirate. Do we have to collect ears or some nonsense?
No,
Will we have any
I
backup?
think it's better if you don't ask her what counts as a destroyed pirate because then you can claim you thought it was something else when we inevitably don't do that.
She's not getting into too many specifics, anyways. They don't appear to have specific knowledge of how many.
Mhm.
They just know that there are more than one ship.
Okay. Right. And if we needed like backup for like ground operations, would they be able to provide that?
What kind of ground operations?
I don't know, like if we needed to, they have a secret base in the moon and we gotta open the bay doors so we can shoot at them. Gotta send somebody in to do that. That's not really our forte.
Nope. They basically just want this all done outside of Kos.
Yeah, but there's a whole bunch of moons. Like, there's no way that these people are just parked on the surface of a moon. I mean, they might be. I don't know. Just seems kind of weird.
Well,
In theory, we would be willing to kill pirates. The details need to be worked out later.
she's actually not. She's not hinging anything on this. She's just asking you to do it. So, if you don't mind a little bit of fast forwarding.
Sure.
I know that somebody wants to get onto the surface of this planet.
What?
And ultimately off the planet.
And ultimately off the planet.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine.
She asks you, she's basically asking you as the daughter of Cassian LaRue, if you will do Kos this service of finding and destroying the pirates that have been breaching violating their surface rules and laws for the past year. No, I'm starting
yes,
to talk like her.
The old, your father did us a solid, now do us a solid, child of that father. Damn it.
Continue
This
in your
the
father's
father.
legacy.
God damn it. Hopefully he charged them.
Doesn't seem like he did.
Damn it, Dad. Yeah, no, I mean, in theory, yes, we would be willing to, right now I wouldn't recommend it. We try and, our ship is not fight worthy.
Mhm.
But if we can get it fixed, then yeah, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't.
Okay. Based on this loose agreement to bring something back for the cities here,
Mhm.
she is willing to not just look the other way, but she tells Harry to fly the other way.
Oh,
She
they're gonna make a nice, neat little hole for us to fly into.
they're gonna make a nice, neat little hole for you to fly into, just like a
Dope.
Sarlacc pit.
Well, yeah, I understand that we're
wait,
being
that-
eaten.
That metaphor is. Or, I'm sorry, that's a simile. My bad.
Yes, we are about to be consumed by something. Don't worry about it.
And she and Harry kind of work out some of the logistics. It's very, very much brain math and not at all perfectly accurate, but they work out that with other cities as they fly, if you wait a day to descend, then nobody will detect you, and you'll have about 2 weeks to work before you'll need to come up if you still want to be undetected.
Cool. Undetected's not such a big deal, just not shot at.
Undetected is a big deal for them.
Okay, then yes, we will try and remain undetected. When
Yeah.
we're on the planet, does it matter as much?
Well, the sensors won't pierce the fog.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought I remembered, but I wanted to make sure.
But that's also why it's important for you to come back within 2 weeks, so that there's not a surprise city above you.
Right.
Yeah, because I imagine we wouldn't be able to see up either, right?
Right.
How many spare parts do we currently like? Are we gonna have enough
We
to
have,
actually get this ship flying?
We have like
Question.
4,600. It looks like. I was looking a bit ago.
4,600. Jesus, what happened to them all? I'm gonna start taking apart your drones. I'm gonna hold them upside down and shake them.
I have barely embezzled any of them. I have embezzled like 100 of them tops.
Mhm. I think we'll be fine, especially if we can get spare parts from the whatever we do down there. So
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about it.
Then
And
yeah,
keep in mind, you've been given no indication that the ship down there is damaged
flyable at
in
all.
any way.
Yeah.
I mean, it crashed, didn't
The
it?
damage
Oh,
was
no,
its
they landed.
organic. No, they landed.
Oh,
The damage was to its organic components.
yeah, it's true.
Good thing it's not
Although
the Lex.
we get down there and it's all like zergified. You know what I'm talking about? It's got like that slime on the ground everywhere and eyeballs
no.
and
The creep.
ugh. Yeah, it's gonna be creeped. Or as the French say, crept.
Boo.
Come on, that was great.
All right, let's finish this up.
And I'm not even lying when I tell you that I just talked to the Angelic Choir and they gave us a they gave us
I
an
mean,
in.
I mean, I'm really surprised they're doing this with any sort of.
Official permission? Look, we
Yeah.
talked to the Sioux with official permission.
Now, by the way, I want to clarify: the Angelic Choir was a single individual.
This person you spoke with was, and I do want to also add that Kura does want to see Zoe and any other crew like her. She words it like this. She wants to see. I want to see you back here in time, and she leaves that open and vague, as well as
Mhm.
anyone like you.
Oh, there ain't nobody like me.
God damn it! I knew that was.
That was inevitable.
Yeah.
Look, I have very few things that I will consistently have Zoe say. But she is
when
conceited
says
for sure.
Someone like her, you mean weird, probable clones of their mother?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
No, she does Zoe ask for clarification of that?
Or does Zoe just actually
No,
realize?
Zoe makes a joke and
Oh,
does
that's
finger
right, that's right.
guns. Like, come on.
She
Yeah.
smiles and she clarifies. Anyone else who has been violated by this QED.
Queedy. I like that as one word.
Queed.
QED.
Queedy.
Look, it's the final argument of kings.
Queedy.
Hence QED.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah. She says, yeah, okay. We'll see you in 2 weeks plus a day.
All right. Harry is still in that stunned reverence and simply bids Zoe safe
I re-
journeys.
I reach over and I close his jaw.
uh, and we'll say that Zoe gets back to Pango and then is able to be brought up to the ship if that is her destination.
Yeah, we got a heist to plan.
Just a half hour after the rest of the crew.
Step 1: blast entities.
Yep. Step 2: turn off condenser.
She did ask you to wait a day so that
Yep.
the city is out of the way.
No, we're
So that's
loading up
kind of
the
bad.
we're
So
loading
just to
up
be
the Marauder
clear,
with everything we
them-
need.
them moving that throws off my projections.
Yes, it does.
Damn it. I put hard work into those.
Look, you're gonna get some more projections. I mean, you can just do your projections based on this new movement.
It actually is fairly easy given the rolls that you made
Yeah.
to update them.
Yeah, well, it's just the one, and it's moving in a predictable
Yep.
manner.
It shouldn't be too difficult.
Yeah.
The real problem is all the other cities are like, "What the fuck, man? I had
And
my
then
course
they-
all planned out. You done turned left when you
Yeah,
should turn
and
right."
Yeah. I mean, there's only so much space in the sky, right?
And then Harry goes, "Look, fucking, the choir said I had to move, and so I did." And everybody else goes, "Oh, yes, of course."
As if these cities were like, thick enough to be like a Dyson cloud.
From Nemesis's study, cities changing course isn't all that unusual.
It's not unusual to change the course of a city
Actually,
that's
speaking
floating in
of
the air.
Speaking of a Dyson cloud, TNT 77-7 is. We know that's a black hole, right?
That's what
Have we
all of
pointed a
the
telescope on it?
information you have on it is.
Yeah, have we
Okay.
pointed a telescope at it yet? I don't think so.
I mean, I'm just waiting to find out that it's actually a Dyson sphere.
I mean, it's where the black ships come from, so they got to have some sort of
Yeah.
material.
What is that? It's a what's the class? Oh gosh, what was the classification system called? It's like
It's a class 1 society.
yeah, class 1
Or
was the
class 2.
power.
No, because class 1 is
yeah, class
everything
1 is
on a
an
planet.
entire planet. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Class 2 is an entire star.
And then 3 is a galaxy, I think.
Yeah, huge jump between all of those.
Yeah, it's like,
Let me focus some camera action on Eve and Nick, who've been a little bit less utilized this session here. Eve and Nick, both kind of new people to the crew and have been apparently unofficially promoted beyond just security red shirt, as they've been given leave to talk and even to talk over the captain. Have they anything to say to each other?
Yo, what's wrong with this group?
So, did we just get news about the about now that we're allowed to go down to the surface?
Would
Yep.
Zoe have broadcast
Yeah, I
that to
mean,
them before she
she
even
had
arrived?
I mean, yeah, she would have told you so we could have gotten started,
Okay.
packing
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the trip, for the journey. Don't forget your incense sensors, your sacred unguents.
Well, I suppose it's good to know that this trip wasn't a total failure.
You have to throw. I don't know why I'm talking. I'm not there. Shut up.
You can be. I don't really care who's there. I just want to give the players some time to engage here. So
So what's the plan with the pirates?
Okay, I am there. I mean, after we fix up the guns, this thing packs quite a wallop. I mean, I think we should get them individually and take them out.
I mean, worst comes to worst. They're pirates. Pay them enough, they'll go away.
True.
There's
I
no
think
fun
that
in that.
any pirate that's faster than us is out of our pay grade, because we should be the fastest goddamn thing on the universe.
Honestly, the sector. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there actually is something with speed higher than the Raza's standard.
Weren't like the mail ships faster than us?
So strike fighters and I think patrol boats are both faster than us.
yeah,
Wait,
and,
no.
and
but
remember,
only
there's a
in-
difference between drive rating and speed.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that. Yeah, it doesn't.
Speed should be agility.
We're fast at going from one end of the universe or the sector to the other, not fast at going from one planet to another.
Oh, we're still unusually fast at that for our size.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, once if we can get all this, which God please let us get all this, all these guns and stuff fixed up, we shouldn't have too much problem. The trick will be trying to catch them alone. Don't really want to take on a bunch at once. We might be able to manufacture some satellites to help us locate them by, spreading them out between the planets or the moons. How many moons does this place have again?
Only 54.
Oh, that's all.
right. This is why I thought it was a gas giant. What the hell terrestrial planet has 54 friggin' moons?
One's like Kos.
I guess.
Yeah.
They might be counting like the crud. What are the
Dwarf planets.
not
Yeah, that wouldn't be
dwarf
dwarf
planets, but like
Oh,
I guess just mini moons.
Yeah, non-circularized moons like Deimos
Yeah.
and Phobos. Yeah, that makes sense.
I guess you'd call them satellites more appropriately. Natural satellites,
Eh.
but
I mean,
technically
I'm
moon is
not.
that too.
Yeah, I'm not a space engineer, so I don't know what the logistics of or the feasibility of having 54 moons around a planet are.
If it's like small moons and we're dealing like with one of those super Earth type planets, it might be possible, but it'd
yeah,
still be
and with
probably
any
pretty
argument,
weird.
I'll just say, yep, the planet is big enough. It's a big planet.
Yep. Space magic.
Yeah,
Don't worry
I
about
don't
it.
want to get that deep into the realism. I want realism to be a foundation, but not an argument.
But yeah, no, her plan is very much we fix the guns, we point the guns at the pirates, we ask them to surrender, and if they don't, we shoot at them until they agree to surrender.
I mean, even
We
without
could
the
threaten them
main
with
gun,
the,
you still have it. You still have the phantom weapons, right?
Oh yeah, no, they will still think that we have real guns, but generally speaking, if somebody calls your bluff, you want to actually have
Yeah.
something to shoot at them.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying we don't have the spare parts to repair the main gun.
We can technically still shoot at them.
I'm just saying we don't have the means to repair the main gun because we don't have
Mm.
enough, even with this out, unless we can get, like 20,000 salvage on the surface
Yeah, which I doubt, but you never know.
or scrap. Yeah.
We might be able to. I don't know. We don't know what's down there. It could be a whole city, or it could be one building.
We've also been on the planet. Basically, before even going down there, we've basically been on the planet for a week, right?
Yes, almost.
Okay.
You've been here for 6 days already.
Okay. So my salvage drone will be. Well, I don't have a drone control link, so it won't really speed up at all. It doesn't have. That's a shame. I was gonna say we'd have an extra hand, but we won't. But I can be lazy and just use the drone.
You're gonna stay in the Marauder the whole time?
I could.
What happens when the ghosts phase through the walls and eat you?
Well, then
She
I'm
gets
screwed.
eaten.
Sure, you don't want
But
to come
otherwise, I mean, I'll be on. I'll have to be on the planet service anyways.
We
But-
also might need her to, deal with any computer systems we might encounter. So I think, unless she intends to deal with that entirely with those grappling appendages, we might need her to come with.
No, I think all of the senior staff needs to come.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree.
And some of the not so senior staff. Well, I guess we can send for them afterwards.
It's a proper away team. If the mission fails, everyone's dead, the show's over.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how they do it on Star Trek. It's how we do it here.
Look, I don't want none of this. Half the team is, still left alive. That sounds like crap. We all die together.
I mean, imagine the guilt of that other half. Yeah, that would be terrible.
Survivor's guilt.
I assure you, I would not care.
We know.
All right. So, if there's nothing else, I'm going to go ahead and let it pass on to the 7th day here.
Sounds meaningful.
Like how much bookkeeping do you want us to do vis-a-vis what we're taking with us?
I do want you guys to have your equipment, your character sheets, equipment section marked ready, stowed, or other. In addition, don't forget you made 6 of those ghost riot shields.
Mhm.
The what'd you name them? Aegis Patronum.
Yep, something like that.
Okay.
Nice.
Because it sounded like Expecto Patronum, and I thought that was funny. I still think that's funny.
You sure do.
It's even funnier that nobody else thinks it's funny.
All right. Well, what is the I guess the encumbrance of the whatever it is?
The Ectopatronum. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that thing.
It is basically a force pavis. And so it's encumbrance 1.
And I didn't have time to get the ghost guns working. Is that right?
You haven't had the data to get the ghost guns working.
That's right.
Um,
I guess we'll just have to shoot them with regular lasers.
So the Ectopatronum is equivalent to an armor class of 17 or a +1 bonus, similar to a Force Pavis. Well, similar mechanics to a Force Pavis, with 1 encumbrance, and it is only effective against the attacks of these black smoke entities, as far as you know.
Possibly other entities, but
possibly other entities.
Yeah, if we took him to Sue, would the Sue be like, "Why are you wearing the shield that affects me?"
Yeah, maybe. It is riot shield, I believe you said, in form.
Yeah, I mean, just because I couldn't think of anything else.
Yeah. You couldn't get full body coverage with the information that you had at the time.
Yeah.
So if everyone wants to add that to their character sheet, everyone who's going down.
Yeah, we have one for.
Are we taking any NPC? Oh wait,
Okay.
I guess are we taking Are we taking the Marauder or are we taking the whole Raza? I feel like
Taking the Marauder.
Raza.
No, we're taking the Marauder.
Okay, the Marauder. Can we
'cause
pack,
anybody-
you can't
if we
pack more than the crew on the Marauder, can or actually can we? I mean,
Yeah.
it feels like there should be physical space for more people, right?
Yeah.
There's physical space. We just have to it's going to be a little bit cramped.
The reason we're not taking the Raza down is because we don't want space ghosts to, kill the rest of our crew while we're on the.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Who's
I'm
our other? Who is the other security person here?
I mean, there's a shield for each
I was
of us,
hired
right?
as security. Is that what you were about?
No,
Well-
I'm talking about the NPCs.
I mean, I'm just gonna
Alright.
say, yeah, if I'm gonna be staying on the ship, because I'm gonna be, if there's any combat, I'm staying out of sight using a drone. So it feels like it's better to give that to an NPC that would be on the front line.
While y'all are doing the gearing up,
What
I'm going
are
to...
you talking about?
Me?
We do need you down on the surface. You're
Yeah,
drone-
yeah, but I'm not gonna be on the front line. I mean, are we gonna bring an NPC to be on the
Oh,
front
you
lines?
mean the Ectopatronum thing?
Yeah. There's probably an NPC that can get more use out of it than I can.
It takes like a wrist slot, so you can't use a meta tool, but it doesn't take up your hand.
Oh, I don't need to hold it like a shield.
No,
you actually do
it's
in
like
order
a-
to gain the benefit of it.
I thought it was like a force thing.
You're thinking of the field emitter
Well-
panoply, I think.
It's a force thing, but it's a directional force.
Yeah,
Right.
so I mean, you can set the force to project in any direction. I mean, if you need your other hand to hold your two-handed gun,
I kind
No,
of would assume
all-
it was an
all
emitter on your arm that essentially is a shield.
Yes, all shields require one free
alright.
hand to use effectively.
okay, then there you go.
So yeah, you need to
Have a free hand.
yeah. So I'd say take a thermal pistol or something. We do have those we had
thermal pistols.
we had 3 of the thermal pistols. I have 1 or 3 of those burst capable ones. I have 1. I think Nick had another.
Yeah, the laser pistol.
We're talking about the special thermal pistols we got on Trinidad Fade.
Yeah.
The ones that we're not entirely sure work.
No,
A couple of them we knew didn't, but I think the others were fairly
3 of
solid.
them are good.
Oh, okay.
Was that Nick or Eve that took one of them?
I haven't been good. I have a laser pistol. That's all I have.
It sounds like you're gonna have a thermal pistol instead.
Right here, upgrade to that. The burst capable thermal pistol is what I would advise if you're going to use the force pathos.
Bring the laser pistol too. We don't actually know that the thermal pistols do anything yet.
Right? Yeah, I
think we're
definitely.
Thought we were pretty certain on that.
I think
It's
we're
still
pretty sure.
effectively an energy weapon.
We are pretty sure, but we're not entirely certain. So yeah, I'd agree. Bring a laser pistol as backup.
Okay, sure.
And so you've got reference for
I
this.
guess
The
so.
thermal pistol that they're putting in your hands is a thermal pistol capable of burst fire.
Okay.
The stats are
Trilobite.
in one of the. I think they're in ship's inventory.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool. If you guys have put that in there, great.
Because I think Jai has one, Eve has one now, and then so there's one more floating around. I'm keeping my laser pistol because it's the only way I'm gonna actually hit anything.
Thermal pistols also give a +1 to attack.
Yeah, but my laser pistol is special,
Oh. Okay.
Customized.
customized.
Well, I think you also gave one to Eve. Or sorry, you gave one to Eve. And somebody also said that they gave one to Nick.
I mean, yeah. Look, if anybody thinks they can shoot, we'll give them
Yeah.
thermal pistol.
So Jai, Eve, and Nick have these Trilobite brand.
Thermal
Trilobite.
pistol.
Yeah.
The plan is we go down there, we kill any ghosts that come up on us, we turn off the condenser, and then we hope that the ghosts go away.
Likelihood of needing a power cell, type B power cell. Could other include being? Nah. I was gonna say being stowed on the Marauder, but oh, here I don't need this.
There you go. It does have the downside that if you expend all of the ammo using burst fire, it's dead.
So, you know,
Does-
just watch your ammo.
Okay. The thermal pistol that you gave me, yeah?
Yeah.
And it uses 3 rounds per burst?
No,
two.
you only uses 1. That's one of the benefits of it.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
right. That's right. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me.
I was going to say, because that's 1 shot.
Yeah, I forgot.
So long
I
as
got that
basically,
toolkit.
so long as you're keeping an eye on your ammo, it's good. It's good.
That preset toolkit will save me 2 encumbrance. Very nice.
Yes, and did Zoe notice that? Oops, I'm putting this in the wrong dang channel.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that was intentional or not, but
It was not.
Did I notice what?
That Charlie has handed out a Protect toolkit to Zoe.
Ooh. Thank God, because my post-tech toolkit was taking up almost my entire stone.
Yeah, it's nice. I totally underestimated the benefit of taking care of 2 encumbrance. I need to you need to customize or make flexible my armor.
Yeah.
Take off
so
that
let me
encumbrance too.
take that off, put it back into storage. Get this toolkit. Pre-tech. Add. So I'll put that in other. That in Dode. Put that
And
in the
when
backpack.
each of you is individually ready to with your character sheet to proceed, go ahead and move your token over to the Marauder.
Who's wearing the suit? Force Pavis, there it is.
That's a good question. I guess I will,
Guess for system strain, it's been another few days since I've been in the
unless
Yes,
like
it has.
QED. So
out of character, I don't really care who wears the suit. And originally we had it.
basically,
Where-
whoever's going to be in the front most likely would want it. It's essentially an assault suit, if anyone's wondering.
It's an
Okay.
assault with two less AC.
Oh, does it have less? I didn't remember that.
It's
Yeah,
got
'cause we-
16.
We traded the AC for the ability to survive on the surface of.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also has
So-
the benefit of any energy damage you take is rolled twice, and you take the lower.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's actually pretty good.
So
quick
just to be
question.
clear, we do or do not have the hell are they called? Spacesuits, back suits.
back
You
suits.
do.
We do.
And what was your
Yeah.
question there, Nox?
Oh, there's. Oh yeah, I guess I have.
About whether or not the Ecto Patronum, is that what it was? The ghost shields. Is it possible to test whether they will stop conventional means of attack?
You know that they will not.
Okay. I had heard theoretically in there, so I was wondering whether that was the case.
The theoretically is that they're supposed to stop the space ghost attacks.
Got you.
I mean, it's like how Oh, well, never mind. I was gonna say
Like-
it's like how gravity's just a theory.
Well,
But
look,
yeah,
I'm
that's
happy
not,
to-
that's not a really good comparison there, is it?
And
well, look, I don't want to step on any toes, but Eve will definitely be front and center if a fight breaks out. But I think I'm also the only warrior that we have.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, you are. And I'm being vague on the Ectopatronum for fictional purposes. Your characters don't know for absolute certain that this will work, but as you know,
Best thing we got.
the mechanical side is, I'm telling you that it is AC 17 against the Space Ghost. There's no uncertainty with that. Or, if your armor class is already 17 or higher against the Space Ghosts, specifically against Space Ghosts, then
Ghost.
it adds +1, just like a Force Pavis does.
How do we determine where our AC is specifically against Space Ghost?
I will tell you when initiative is rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, all right.
Armor
I guess
Jackson.
I'll
Where's
just wear
regular
the
Jackson?
suit for now then. I can't imagine us giving it to one
The-
of the new crew members.
I guess
but
we don't know if it actually would make any difference against the ghosts either, though, do we?
No. So, yeah, I'll just use that for now, I guess. We'll bring down some B cell batteries.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mhm.
I can't find regular vac suit, so I'm just gonna put armored vac suit and
Yeah.
change it to.
Regular
That's-
vac suit is in just the gear section. It's not in the armor section for some
Oh.
reason.
Okay. Well, then I'll just remove that.
We don't need to it's a breathable atmosphere, right?
Yeah, but it's
Question mark?
like it's liable. Like I mentioned, if we're dealing with a super Earth type planet, the gravities and also the atmospheric pressure is liable to be higher on the surface of the planet. So that might I don't know if that'll cause issues, but it's a concern.
Here's a question for Dexter. What were the people in the video wearing vac suits?
Yes, they were.
Oh, damn.
And were the people in the
I
video
still hate vac suits.
dying?
Yeah, it didn't help them much, but
Yeah. So you said it's in this area somewhere?
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
I
Okay,
need to
vac
pack
suit.
my vac suit then. Ugh. I gotta make that thing flexible.
Kind of a minor quibble about the way armor and gear the vac suit specifically is done. You may as well just add the armored vac suit to your armor, because you're technically unable to wear any other armor along with it, except for perhaps the panoply matrix thing.
Well, like secure clothing.
Wait,
would
so we
be able
can't-
to be worn under it.
We can't wear the force pavis like on top
no,
of it?
you can. You
That's a
definitely
shield.
can.
Yeah, that's a shield.
okay.
That's why that's a shield instead of armor. And
Okay.
And the Tavis should just raise your AC to 17 plus Dex, because
That's correct.
since the AC is so much better, you just use the Pavis AC.
Okay.
RGMs
Yeah.
are so bulky.
So
And the
let's
reason that I say that
see.
about the vac suit and the armored vac suit is because under normal circumstances, if you can't wear other armor and you have to be wearing a vac suit, then you're just stuck with the vac suit's armor class of 13, which is the exact same armor class that an armored vac suit gives you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in other, and I'll just ready the armored vac suit.
Yeah, and then just out of the description, delete the armored part of it.
I mean, if it's exactly the same as a vac suit.
The difference between a vac suit and an armored vac suit is in suit tears.
Ah,
There is a mechanical difference. It's just not the AC that's different.
gotcha. Okay.
It is a minor quibble that is very unlikely to actually come up because I haven't tried to tear anybody's suits.
Yeah, and it's unlikely to come
mean-
up in this, but you never know.
You never know. One of those entities might come at us with a knife.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, I guess if I do that, I can
Yeah, I think I'm ready.
leave my secure clothing behind, right?
I guess I'll. Ooh.
this not counting-
Batteries for laser gun. Type A?
Yes.
Yeah, type A's. I'll have a couple extra.
I have enough room to stow one more.
Oh, right. I forgot the assault suit lets me just connect a weapon to it and run it off that power.
Yeah, your thermal pistol never gonna run dry.
Actually, how the fuck does that
the
work?
Sue suit has been modified to have its own thermal pistol in it, which is not a bursty thermal pistol.
Right, but I'm saying, can we still do the standard assault suit thing where you connect an energy weapon to it?
No, that's one of the modifications to the Sue suit.
Okay. Did you include that just so we couldn't attach an external weapon to it?
No, that was just part of the Sue suit.
I mean, it makes sense because you can't have external connections on something that is, the outside of is a million degrees.
I mean, arguably,
Yeah.
a thermal weapon on the suit wasn't, as they were designing it, a thermal weapon wasn't particularly important.
You know what? I'm actually not sure why they put the thermal weapon in there. What did they think it was going to do?
I think
They were
it's
gonna
'cause they're-
burn. they were gonna burn some rocks or something.
The rocks
Ah.
that are already burning.
This prototype
Well.
has been fitted with an integral thermal pistol with unlimited ammo, as long as the suit remains powered. But the final phases of testing and refinement were not completed. The purpose of having that is that plasma is actually still hot enough to melt the outside structures which are not being melted by the world. And remember, he was designing the suit to basically break into the city from the outside and expose it to the outside.
Okay. Well,
Oh
either
yeah,
way.
that's right. I forgot that we stole this from a terrorist. Yay!
Yes,
a
you
good
did.
deed.
All right.
What, the
Well-
suit? I mean, he wasn't really a terrorist, but
He
He
wanted
was
to
trying to
breach
be.
the bubble.
wait, did he?
Wait,
I don't
no,
remember that
we
part.
didn't steal this one from a terrorist. We stole this from their actual lab.
Yeah,
the
which was being
government.
run by a terrorist. You guys don't remember that?
I do
Uh,
not remember him intending to burst the bubble.
No, he was definitely planning to do that.
No, he
Yeah,
was gonna
we got
put-
him arrested.
I thought he was just gonna use the suit on hamster wheels to
No,
power
he was considering doing that as well. Anyway, none of this matters, and I never want to speak of Suez again.
Too
Let's
bad. Too bad it's our new home. It's our
Yeah,
new
we're
home
just-
base.
let's land on the planet
We're
before the
spending
end
so
of the
much-
fucking
No.
session, please.
Look, I'm ready. I don't know what your guys' problem is.
Let's go.
Yep.
Yeah, let's bring it back. Awkward comparisons now that we're on coast.
I'm still
Would-
waiting for everybody else to get in the Marauder.
When you only have 9 total encumbrance that you can do anything with, it makes it real snappy.
Dude, I've got
All right, just move your tokens over.
I've got 14. I'm carrying 3 drones on me.
Jesus. Why don't you just have the drones carry themselves?
I mean, I can only do that with one of them. None of these have expert systems, and I don't have the drone controlling. If I had the drone controlling, I could definitely do that.
Well,
Ty,
yeah.
how are you doing?
I would say so much encumbrance with the drone controlling.
Make the drones carry each other.
And Android actually thinks it would be a better idea for Android to stay on the Raza.
Oh wait,
This is gonna be when she steals it. I tell
we're not-
Switch to keep an eye on her. The robot, the robot uprising will be stopped by another robot.
Libra
don't
will
think
also
that-
keep an eye on her.
Oh, thank God.
Because
Wait, on
that's
who?
even better for you guys, right?
Sure.
Well,
Keep-
I mean, Libra clearly doesn't really trust or like Android that much after the whole incident, so
She does not.
And
All
just
right.
to be clear, I am bringing food and stuff. It's in the Marauder. I'm not
Yeah.
carrying it.
Okay.
the B cells are also all in the Marauder, to clarify. Well, I'll bring one with. just in case I
Okay.
need to-
yeah, I've got 2. I've actually got 2
Now,
B cells.
Was it made clear to everyone that you did need to have a vac suit?
I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
not
wearing
happy
a
about it. I'm not happy about it, but I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Look, I spent all that time learning how to use a vac suit again. I'm fucking using a vac suit.
as the
Vac suit
Marauder,
powers
you wait until the next day.
Wait, hold up. I don't have a Vex suit in my inventory. Is there a way
You
I
do
can
now.
get one?
I'm pretty sure we got an extra one on the ship.
Yeah. Just
We-
Are they
you-
part of the armory or not? Regardless, someone can pay.
You guys
for
just
that.
you bought enough.
Yeah, look, there's no way that we're running. It's like running a boat without life vests. It's crazy. No, you can't.
And illegal.
You can, but it's dumb. Why
Yeah,
would
you can
do
have
it?
a vac suit.
Also, I just have a spare because I don't need one.
So as you are descending through the thick freezing fog,
So just to be clear, Charlie's going down without the vac suit, which may look weird, but telekinesis has its benefits.
certainly does. The temperature down here is freezing and requires a vac suit or some kind of cold tolerance or other ability that lets you ignore the cold. As you are seen from both the Marauders' new information as well as what scans the Raza was able to get, lakes and rivers are frozen over. But in areas of ocean, there are thermal vents and currents that are still circulating enough warm water to keep the ocean from freezing. The atmosphere is thick and the gravity is high. It is going to be exhausting to be down here. And this kilometers thick fog. Oh, well, maybe I should have read this before I said anything about the Raza sensors. Kilometers thick fog precludes analysis without the survey array. Written right there in my notes. Invisibility is going to be limited to 20 meters down here.
How does the gravity affect drones? Does it? That's just thicker atmosphere too, so that makes it easier.
Yeah, we'll say it
So
cancels
it's-
out. I'm not gonna worry
Okay.
about that.
Makes sense. Also, I'm waiting for my computer feeding the cat.
Let's see. And as you are descending, where were we? As you are descending towards the location that you were given for the Gudrun, your senses are picking up a ship.
Oh, thank God. After we went through all that, I was waiting for you to be like, "Oh, there's nothing there." Fuck.
You approach, and your Marauder's sensors are able to. Your Marauder sensor is able to see a little bit more than that 20 meters. You're able to make out that the Gudrun landed on a landing pad that is connected by a shallow or a thin walkway to a facility built into hills.
The Gudrun is like a free merchant, right?
The Gudrun, as you get closer, does not look like a free merchant. This is a patrol boat.
Does it have a large, prominent Union symbol on the side?
It does not. Its ident hash actually identifies it as a Terran ship.
Terran Mandate?
No, I suppose that's a little bit misleading. Terra is the planet from which Charlie came. Well, the planet on which Charlie learned to be a psychic.
Right. Great.
Oh,
So,
okay.
psychic
okay.
ship.
Terra. Okay.
Yeah, I've got a lot of names that cause confusion, don't I?
It's all chaos to me.
Yeah.
Do you hear the voices too?
I got you, Xander. I got you.
I hear yours because none of you will shut up.
Don't make me turn this Marauder
Also-
right around.
Also, my new theory about why they don't let ships come down here is that they're concerned about the black smoke entities possessing someone and coming back up.
Well, it's possible that the person Zoe met with is possessed by a black smoke entity.
Well, yeah, and they don't
Well,
want more of those. Yeah.
To be fair, we know of different types of entities, right?
Yeah, there's the red entities that burn stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
Sure.
no, we know about from your end. There was another type of entity that was presumably terrified of the black smoke entities. Different factions within the entities.
Yeah, that's true. I think. Is that correct, Dex? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Not
like,
so much terrified, but that there's at least is that different classification.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, he did like telekinetically scribe on the wall as the black ships are coming
Right. I just wanted to be sure.
over and over and over and over.
It's been a while, all right.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just saying, you don't do that unless you're terrified of something.
Well, I suppose the distinction I'm making is that you don't have anything that connects the black ships specifically to the black smoke
I guess
entities.
I guess that's true.
Just because of the same color.
Well, I mean, I might be a little bit racist.
Now they're the same absence of color.
Exactly.
There is sufficient flat ground for you to land the Marauder. There would have been sufficient flat ground for you to land the Raza if you wanted, although with as wet as it is, you might have sunk in a little bit.
Do we still want bringing any NPCs with us?
We did not. As in, we didn't bring any.
Okay, well, I guess I have a Force Pavis then. Or a Ecto Patronus.
Yep. The Ecto Patronus.
Okay.
Everybody got one.
So we head down and land on the planet, I guess.
Okay. You've landed just meters away from the landing pad on which the
Oh,
Goodwin rests.
Did I bring the scanner? God damn it! I knew I was
Which
forgetting
one?
something. The scanner that we made to detect the ghosts, so I could be like, they're in the room with us.
I thought the
I-
scanner was for QED stuff.
It's for infraspace bus or other
Oh,
space,
Did
otherwise known as infraworld.
oh,
Did
but
you
you
even-
that's right.
did you even finish that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So because it would basically just be a matter of going back to the ship and getting it.
It's like we just go down and it's like it's so halfway down. It's like
For fuck's sake, Zoe.
Look, there's no reason I would have forgotten it except for everybody was like, "Oh, hurry up!" Really, this is Jai's fault.
Okay.
I'm willing to let this one go and let you guys have remembered to bring that.
Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
good.
no, I definitely like that. We'll have to turn this thing around.
No. We're
Uh,
just yeah.
Who is piloting the Marauder? You
I'd
guys
assu-
have gotten some kind of rumor or information that Eve is also a pilot.
Yeah, I mean, if she wants to, that's cool.
Okay, Eve's piloting us down then.
Cool.
Should I just put it under
Racing
like
speed.
Compad or something?
No, go ahead and mark it as I think there's actually a thing for it.
Scanner?
Survey scanner.
Survey
Isn't it?
scanner.
Oh, survey scanner. There it is. Okay.
Oh, that's what I was missing.
Yours
That's
is
why I
just a
had to look.
special survey scanner.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's your encumbrance at.
4 out of 3.
I'm not gonna be able to bring my storage unit.
You can go above your encumbrance limits. It just is a reduction in your speed each time.
I know.
Okay.
Well, I guess I don't need to have the drone readied.
So is Zoe maxed out on both readied and stowed?
No, I put the I left Daniel behind.
Okay.
I know.
Sacrifices have to be made.
Yep.
All right. Is Zoe using that since Eva's piloting? Is Zoe using that before you even reach the planet, or is she?
Yeah. Are you kidding? The whole reason I'm not driving is because I'm running this thing.
Okay.
I forgot something. Forgot your dry food, kitty cat.
Oh, I thought you meant in game. I was like, come on, only I'm allowed to do that.
Nope, not. But I am forgetting stuff in real life.
Zoe automatically succeeds the skill check regarding infraworld interactions. So, as you are descending, you're already seeing data and blips on the little screen there of infraworld interactions.
Oh god.
Are there way too many? Is this a zombie movie number 6?
It's way too large. It almost seems like perhaps there's something wrong with the scanner.
Oh yeah, because it's picking up the entire fucking force field. God damn it.
There's probably.
The like
Or-
planet wide. There's a whole summoning circle going on.
I was
It's
thinking also there's so many that it looks like one large one.
it's not quite that large. It seems to fade off as it approaches the ship, the good one that's landed.
Mhm.
But there's definitely some kind of sphere of infra-world interaction, or interaction between the infraworld and real space that is centered somewhere in that facility and extends out beyond it.
Okay. Can I do any work to try and like clean it up, get a little
Mhm.
more signal to noise ratio a little better?
You can. And Zoe does clean up the display and does see what someone just described as a swarming mass near the center of this little projection you've got.
Okay. Is there any? No, because we don't have a map of this place. Because nobody has a map of this place. Okay.
The entities weren't. They only require the condenser to like come into this plane, right? Destroying it doesn't actually like make them move away.
Nope,
Like they
but
would.
it stops more from coming in, I guess.
What rate do they come in? I mean, if they've been coming at a steady rate, then yeah, that's an untold number that have been. Because who knows? All this thing's been running at least hundreds of years, right?
Well, yeah, but I mean, would they hang out for that long? Nothing interesting's happening.
How long do you want to continue refining this?
Until as long as it takes to fly down to the planet. So like,
Okay.
I don't know how long that takes. Like 10 minutes.
Well, you've landed, and that's the information that you've gotten so far.
Oh, I definitely want to push because I assume that the condenser is probably important to these things. So, well, we have to get inside the facility first. Is probably our
Is
first goal.
the railgun capable of penetrating the facility to destroy it? I mean, it would probably lose some parts, but
We'd lose the whole
this-
reason we
that was a
came
thought that I
here?
had.
The center of this this interaction is well below ground. So
Probably too far for the railgun. Yeah,
yeah.
it's not quite a bunker buster.
We're also not trying to destroy the parts that as Art pointed
I
out, we
know,
came
but-
here for.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The-
I mean,
the whole
it
point
would
of
it
this
wouldn't
here
just it wouldn't
anyway.
completely obliterate it. You just need to stop it from operating. So like, that's I mean, really, all you need for that is basically one severed connection, I imagine.
Yeah, it's space magic. Who knows? It self repairs or some nonsense.
So, all right. So we're right outside the Goodrun, right?
You are.
Okay.
Let me draw
And
you a shape for that.
the swirling mass, is that how close are we?
It comes to within about 4 meters of where you've parked and the Gudrun.
What?
Oh, sorry, the swirling mass. I'm sorry. The interaction comes to within 4 meters. The swirling mass is about 30 meters away and down.
Okay, all right. So we sort of have an idea where to go. And have I been able to pick out individuals in this swirling mass, or is it just?
What if
We're
that swirling
fucked.
mass is just a condenser?
Yeah, I mean we don't know.
If the crew is willing to sit and wait as she continues, even after you've landed,
No, I'm not willing to do
I'm-
that.
Yeah,
we have a general
I-
direction. We
I was
need
going to
push.
say I am.
I was going to order people outside to explore the Goodrun anyway. Get an initial assessment going, so we're not waiting.
Combat drones in the air.
Okay.
Let the hour counter start. I've got a couple extra batteries.
I'm going to move all of this over just a little bit. Draw another box in case anybody wants to just run into the facility.
Can we just? So you said it was connected to the facility by like a flimsy tube. Like a
No,
walkway
it's
type
a gangplank. It's just a regular walkway that happens to be elevated above the ground.
Gotcha. Okay. So both the airlock to the Gudrun and like the facility is right there.
The facility's farther away. It is just barely within your visual range. Actually, I said 20 meters, didn't I?
It's at 30.
No, that's the center of the interactions. That's a swarm.
I'm very confused.
All right. So you are standing. You've landed the Marauder next to the Gudrun. The Gudrun is about 10 meters from the entrance to the facility.
Okay.
The facility falls back into a hillside, and being 10 meters away from the entrance to this facility, you can see that the entrance doors, while they look very secure, have been blasted open.
Okay.
The
Somebody's already done the lock picking for us. Thank God.
someone's already done the lockpicking for you.
I've only had someone that can pick locks anyways.
The facility is connected to this landing pad over here by a walkway that just goes straight up to the facility. and it's clear that the landing pad was built to receive ships. It even appears to have attachments for fueling.
Just go ahead and refuel here while we're here. Not that we actually need to on the Marauder, but
The infraworld interactions that I said earlier,
Mhm.
they're about 30 to 40 meters away, appears to be the epicenter of it.
Towards the facility.
Towards and down into the below the surface of the ground.
Okay.
And that is creating a decreasingly weak or increasingly weaker interaction between infraworld or the infraworld and real space as it approaches to you until it seems to drop off completely about 4 meters away from you.
And okay, and that includes the Gudrun is inside that interference area.
No, you and the Gudrun are 4 meters
Oh my
outside the
God.
interference area.
You know that the ship takes up space, right?
Yeah?
Okay.
does it though?
How can we both be 4 meters? Like, that's. I don't understand. Okay. I'm just going to go with it.
Alright, let me, facility. Walkway. G for Gudrun. Sort of. M for Marauder. Infraspace interference.
Oh, okay.
So you're basically the same distance away from the facility and from the epicenter of the infraspace interference as the Gudrun is. You've landed approximately parallel as far
Gotcha.
as that sphere goes.
Okay. And then somewhere in there is a even more swirling mass.
Indeed.
Okay.
There.
Well, yeah, let's check out the Gudrun, I guess,
There's your
before we
swirling
go-
mess.
before we go in to interference zone.
All right. Who is going to the Gudrun first?
Not me.
Yeah, I'll go in first.
You were given entry codes and command codes.
Dope.
Because how funny would it be if they sent you to recover this thing and you basically had to break in? But
Yeah, it's happened before.
Yeah, wouldn't be the first time.
Sure. So you have entry codes for this patrol boat landed on the pad over here.
Yep. So
Eve opens the door,
Yes.
and I didn't write anything for the entry, except it would be funny if the guy didn't give them entry and command codes, huh?
You actually wrote that part?
I did, because I was writing out like, okay, this is how difficult it'll be to hack this, and they'll have to do this, and then I'm like, why the fuck would this guy do that? So I
Yeah.
wrote that as a reminder to myself. Yeah, that'd be real funny, huh? I'm dumb sometimes, okay?
it's fine. I mean,
I
I,
get-
didn't ask, so
I get
guess
too
it's
wrapped
on
up
me,
in
too.
trying to present obstacles to you.
If it helps, we can break in anyways.
No, because
That'll
I
make you feel
deleted
better.
all that. So I don't know how difficult it is anymore.
You can just give me an arbitrary number to hit.
Um,
4.
on entering the Gudrun, it just looks like a an old style ship. In fact, nope. Oh, sorry. I did note that it is. It's an old style ship, but still new enough that it has the upgraded drive parameters that the Nox improved on. So old, but still recent.
Rest in peace, the Nox.
Charlie does recognize the the kind of decoration, the decor, and the architecture as being specific to Atera. And yeah, no, only Charlie does. It
Okay.
has your standard engineering, medbay, bridge, quarters. What are you guys doing at the Gudrun? What are you doing in here?
Looking for people with what are they called? Dog tags. Jesus.
Okay. Well,
You know, the job that we were hired for.
the people with the dog tags are actually expected to be in the facility.
They didn't leave anybody behind to die on their own in the ship.
As
Okay.
you're searching around, actually, there is someone here.
Oh God,
Hmm.
it's a crazy
coward.
person, full on beard, a big bushy beard.
No, in medbay is a stasis pod.
Yep, there we
With a big
go.
bushy beard
You
on the
don't
bed
you
on,
don't
on the
see a big
stasis pod.
you don't see a big bushy beard.
It's like you don't even know the standards. Come on.
I don't. I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah. Hey, Jai, we might got a live one. And then I keep searching the ship because, while interesting, I don't know anything about medicine.
Okay. Where does Zoe go?
The bridge.
The bridge. You do have the bridge entry code as well. Zoe makes her way onto the bridge and finds that all the stations have been locked, but the command code you're given unlocks them.
Cool.
Is anybody else there on the bridge with Zoe?
Yeah, I would
Uh,
go more.
Like Nemesis. If Nemesis is gonna be anywhere, it's gonna be going toward the bridge.
Alright, I'm gonna start partitioning people off. Looks like Nick was with them. Where is Charlie going?
There's no reason to like split the party, so I'm remaining with everyone else.
Okay. Giant Eve?
Let's see.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
mentioned
I just said. Sorry, I didn't move the thing there, but
Zoe mentioned something with one of the crew member potentially still being alive in a stasis pod.
Yes, in medbay.
Okay, I'm going to head over there.
Okay.
Potentially with one of the either Eve or someone in tow.
Alright, who's going with Jai?
sure, let's go.
I'll head with them.
If somebody's going off there on their own, I'll help.
Yeah,
Sounds
go ahead
fun.
and group yourself up with Jai over there.
Okay.
On the bridge first, Zoe and Nemesis start poking around, and
I'm trying to get a damage assessment.
start bringing systems back online. The ship has been in low power mode, and supplying power to that stasis pod, but there doesn't appear to be any real damage to the ship.
Okay.
There are some faults and failures due to it having been just freezing in the misty, foggy cold down here. And there is a little bit of external strain because of the gravity and the pressure, but nothing that would prevent it from flying. It's going to be a little bit rattly.
Okay. Cool. Well, shoot, salvage is easy.
The last data on any of the consoles appears to have been transmitted to the Gudrun from the team inside the facility back in January 3rd.
And what does it say? Oh God, we're all dying. Ah!
Well, actually, Zoe and Nemesis are able to parse out a lot of spectrographic analyses that were taken directly inside the facility, as well as hours and hours of video recording these blokes just flying around. They apparently set up a camera aimed at that epicenter that Zoe's seen on her other space, or now we can call it an infraworld detection device, and just hit record. And you've got hours and hours of them flying around inside this very large chamber, at the center of which is what appears to be the condenser. Well, what you guys know to be the condenser.
Oh God, I forgot we decided to call them blokes. Oh my God.
I don't think it was necessarily decided. Somebody said that as a joke, and then I said, "All right, I'm using that," and then they immediately regretted it.
I was trying to figure out why the people from the ship would be flying. I'm like, what is going on?
So for the rest of you, blokes is a portmanteau of black smokes, or black smoke entities. Kind of a portmanteau, kind of an acronym, kind of a word that just yeah, I
Okay.
liked it.
All right.
They are clearly just passing straight through solid matter. None of them seem to pass through the condenser itself, or any of the construction of it.
Mm-hmm.
But they are passing through other matter, and combining those spectrographic analyses with what Zoe is seeing on her detection device and some of that video, they're also passing in and out of real space. You managed to catch one that tracked down through the spectrographics, and fast forward or pass to that section of the video, and you see that it's flying. Okay, it's gone completely. And in other points, they pop into the space, near the condenser, far from the condenser. So they're not only passing through solid matter, they're also passing in and out of real space as you know it.
Okay, so this question is going to be a little bit out there. Are they doing anything, or are they just swirling generally? Like, is it patterns? Are they making pentacles on the ground? Are they,
They are pure chaos.
Okay, so they're just doing whatever they feel like. All right.
They are the planet. It's only funny when you say it. I get it. Yeah, no, they are their flight paths, their patterns are not patterns. They will be swooping in one direction and then swing around to the other. The only consistent thing you're discovering here is that they don't just turn sharply. They don't just suddenly turn 180 degrees and start flying the other direction. They're always arcing.
Okay. So they're orbiting, kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
From this data, you are able to take a booster, a medium booster. So with analysis, that essentially means that you can get 3 boosts out of this, and this is sufficient to complete your anti-ghost weapon.
Cool. Do we want to go back and finish the ghost gun before we go into swirling madness?
Before that question is answered, let me go back over to Jai and Eve.
All right.
Oh, and Nick.
Okay. Is this the person in stasis? Are they in stable condition?
They do appear to be in stable condition. What you see in the tube, which Jai actually doesn't need to roll for this. Jai can clearly see that this stasis tube here is a new installation. Not new in the sense of as of January, but new in the sense of perhaps the weeks or months before January. And given the condition of the woman inside of it, it may have been installed just for her. She looks really, really old.
See. I see. I see, and I'm remembering the show. God damn it. That's fine.
Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. Is there any data on the medical terminal about her? I assume there's a terminal in here.
Yeah, there is. It lists her name as oh shoot, what did I make her full name? Damn it. Well, I think it was Margaret. Anyways, it's Maggie.
Maggie
Lambright.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were going to say LaRue.
Maggie Lambright. Is that a name that rings any sort of bells?
It doesn't for you. Is Jai asking or saying this over comms by any chance?
Yes.
Charlie, that is one of the instructors from Atera.
Is it an instructor that I knew personally, or is it just an instructor that I had seen roaming around?
It's an instructor that Charlie may have had interactions with. She was a precog, one of the precog instructors.
Okay. I'm going to relay that I'd seen her around here and there. One of the precog instructors.
Precog, huh?
Precog.
Powerful one?
I wouldn't know. She was a teacher.
Let's see. Well, she's on the ship.
Bet she didn't see this coming.
Currently, in fact. We have her in stasis down in Medbay. Dex, what's her condition? Like, if I were to, like, she's clearly old as balls, if you will pardon the colloquialism. Would she die very quickly on releasing her from stasis, or?
She doesn't look like she's in that frail condition. There are some warnings that basically there's some warnings that old age is detected.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
for lack of a better way of putting it, the stasis is itself saying old age detected in its own medical language.
Right.
But she otherwise is registering as healthy.
Okay. No significant, no notable medical notes or logs here, or ones I can access at least.
No, only that she's been in and out of stasis during what you suppose was the ship's travel to somewhere else and then to here.
Okay. You on the bridge. Is
You
there
in
any
the medical.
possibility of accessing the captain's logs that might indicate why they have a
precog on
ancient
ice?
an ancient precog on ice? Yes.
Oh. I'll let you know. I look
Alright.
over at I look over at Nemesis and I'm like, that's your field of expertise.
Great. I'm going to see
sorry, I'm
about
muted.
waking her up.
I guess that's not really like a black log thing, right? Or black box thing, right?
No, not really.
Because black box is like travel records.
Yeah, and you've got the command code, so you're not locked
Okay,
out of
yeah.
any systems here.
Oh yeah, then yeah, heck yeah, I'm going for the captain's logs. It's always it's interesting. Star date so and so.
Well, you find something unusual in that also. This captain's log does not conform to the standards. It is dated October 27th, 3250, instead of 3250.10.27.
Is that
That's heretics.
Dex, is that something we should actually be worried about, or is that just
That's just
European
flavor.
Okay.
That's just flavor. That is continuing
That-
to flavor a Terra as very old-fashioned.
They
Fair
don't
enough.
conform to your
They're basically
current
They,
scholarly.
is Terra Space America?
No, it's space Amish.
Uh,
Hilarious.
Or
Space Amish
Mennonites.
with a
Um,
dash of psychics.
oh well, yeah, yeah. And what Nemesis is able to see is that they apparently started on this job, this mission that they're on October 27th. Captain's log. Um, we are following the advice and instruction of Instructor Lambright. And it continues on later. There's not a whole lot of detail. Continues on that they've picked up a mercenary crew from Holau and are en route to Maribia to explore some point of concern from Instructor Lambright's premonitions.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, I'm assuming an instructor would be a high level precog. So
yeah,
that-
it's generally good ideas to listen to precogs when they tell you to need to do something, unless they're going to trick you. But you never know. Anyway,
And you said that Jai is opening her up?
yep.
Alright. Scalpel?
clamp,
Only on you,
obviously.
Dax. Only on you.
You're opening the stasis pod, not her. Okay.
Yeah. I'm opening you up.
easy misunderstanding.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh, as the stasis pod goes through its cooldown phase and period, it is going to be some time. So this is probably when Nemesis is going through the logs there, and
Most likely, unless I come across something like particularly startling that I think would, like, I don't know, send Jai down the deep end, I'll just be forwarding all along to him.
no, it's
No,
it's
I'm like 95% sure she's already possessed, and this was a horrible idea to open her up, but I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, powerful precog possessed by something that amplifies psychic powers. Well, we don't know about the amplifying psychic powers part, I don't think. So,
It'll probably be fine.
as
could just
the stasis
possibly
cooldown
go
period cools down, finishes up,
as one does.
the pod opens, and she opens her eyes. Aside from being old and a little bit milky, there's no evil glow, there's no red glow, there's no glow.
Okay. Good afternoon, Instructor Lambright.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Good,
Welcome to the world of tomorrow.
good afternoon.
Sorry. I'm not there for that.
She blinks and looks around at Eve, Nick, and Jai. And who might you be?
Says the precog.
Bet you didn't see this coming.
I'm Jai Rao, Captain of the Raza.
Oh God.
She is
Yeah.
Back to the honesty, huh?
slowly pushing herself out of the tube and looks over at Eve. Young lady, will you give me a hand?
Look, I'm not going to try lying to a precog.
Yeah.
Sure.
Looks back over at Jai. The Raza,
Think-
huh?
I'm pretty sure you can lie to a precog just fine. It's the telepath you have to watch out for.
You know what? It's true.
This is
Yeah.
unexpected.
I'm sure Zoe would appreciate the irony of that statement.
She does.
Can we not all appreciate the irony?
What, do you think that just because I am a precog, I see everything?
No, but I'm sure she
Sit
would.
me down over there, please.
How many fingers will I hold up?
I don't know why you're making it sound like a force line. That's actually kind of funny if you ask me.
Oh god, that's amazing. Holy shit. Oh my god.
Young man,
That
you
one
will
got
hold up
me.
0 fingers if you want my cooperation.
Amazing.
Help her over.
Oh my god.
And we are after 3 o'clock.
That one fucking tickled me. Oh my god.
So, Dex, do you have any dramatic statement to make to end out the session?
I do not. I think it's best that we end on the how many fingers am I holding up joke.
Fair enough.
Now, how many fingers will I hold up?
Yes, how many fingers will I hold up?
God, that's so good.